little tiny window in the middle here. It's kind of like, yeah. That's too big. Oh. I have a little bit I need to do. I'm not entirely popped out. This is impromptu. An impromptu thing. I know I haven't been doing Hisinwi. I've been things. Life is a thing. And sometimes it just goes boom. And life's a thing. And this connection is going to be spotty because connections are spotty around here. And that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. So I've got the little dashboard thing. I'm going to shut down anything that I don't need directly active. Put that down out of the way. Refinagle it so it's all pretty and I can see exactly how much of a disaster the connection is. Okay. So, while we wait for the internet to decide that I'm not trying to stream some movie for piracy, because that's apparently what the internet people think I do with this upload that I pay them for. I've had to bicker with them a lot. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just kind of give a brief history of my experience with this game. And the short answer is like the first two screens. That's my experience with this game. This game came out a while ago. Let me look up when this came out. The original Icewind Dale. Yeah, 2000. It came out in 2000. So, in 2000, I was 14. Right? 13 going on. I turned 14 at the end of 2000. So when I first hit this, I was 13. I was, just finished with middle school. It was the summer. And my sister-in-law brings me this game and says, "Hey, do you want this game? Here, have a game." And I'm like, "Why don't you want the game?" She's like, "Well, you looked interested in it at our house the other day, and I think it's too hard, and I don't like hard games," so she said. "So have this." And I played it. And it was the first RPG I played on a computer. I know that may sound weird, 13, but I lived in a kind of isolated world. All of my exposure to games and to fantasy came from my older siblings. They were into Palladium Rifts. They were into Battletech. They were into tabletop war games. So as a kid, that's what I experienced. And so I've got IED. It's this thing where essentially as a kid I fell out of a tree and went forehead first. And it broke the part of the brain that says, "Hey, you, when you're angry at somebody, don't scream and punch them." And so I had to learn how to not punch people when I'm angry at them. When, most people, it's normal. And so, consequently, I didn't have many friends as a kid. It's to be expected, right? Can't really blame people for being like, I don't want to be with the guy who's going to get slightly irritated and punch someone. A bit of an allergy day. Let me use my corticosteroid here. I'm so glad I don't need a prescription for this shit anymore. It saves me so much time and money. It's like inhaling chlorine at a pool, but give it 10-20 minutes and it's amazing for the rest of the day. Oof. That's gonna make the stream suck for a bit. I'm sorry. Not that anyone's gonna watch this, probably. People show up and then they'll go. Anyway, prior to this, RPGs on computers weren't a thing I did. The games I got to play on computers, I played, you know, Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2. I played Myst, Riven. It was all puzzle games and strategy games. It was also what I got from my older brothers and from my the neighbor kids who were friends with me before I took the blow to the head and remained friends with me afterwards. So, this game was like nothing I'd ever played before. And it kicked my ass because I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't have the patience to focus on everything. But this game woke me up to the idea of RPG games, which led me to do research, which led me to find then Final Fantasy VII. I played that in 2000, not in 98. I sometimes make out like I played it in 98 because a lot of, you know, people I meet nowadays are a few years younger than me, but no, I played it in 2000. And then, actually no, this isn't my first RPG. I played Final Fantasy VI at my brother's best friend's younger brother's house. It was a guy I didn't really like, but he had video games, and I could play Mario World and such, and so I'd do sleepovers at his house, and this guy would sleep in to 10 or 11 or noon, and I've always been, hey, it's 2 a.m., time to wake up. That clap is probably obnoxious. That's horrible. I should apologize. So that's not true. I just remembered I played Final Fantasy VI, but it didn't strike me as an RPG. Like, it was just, oh, I'm playing a game on a Super Nintendo TV. This is the game that made me go, wait, in these games I'm playing a role. So I played Final Fantasy VII. I went back, I played Final Fantasy VI again, and actually, you know, it clicked in my head, because Final Fantasy VI, it was like, oh, he wants to play it, okay, I'll take 2 party members and I'll do the combat, yay. And that was the price I paid for, you know, being able to play Super Mario World for hours and hours in the morning while he was asleep, and that's how it went. And then there were fighting games and such on the consoles. So I nagged the parents. I got, you know, the PlayStation 2 console, played a bunch of these games, and it became a part of my life that has become less of a part lately, just because I'm an adult and these games can be time consuming, and I'm the sort of person that likes to sit down and play a lot of them. So, like, I have Witcher 3, and I sat down and I've played Witcher 3 for one day. When I say for one day, I mean I got started at like 6 in the morning, and I played it until like 10 or 11 at night. It was the last time I was unemployed. And I haven't touched it since, because I just haven't had the time. My kids have been playing Kingdom Hearts lately. I got that for me. They're playing it more than I am. I'm still better than they are. I'm super rusty, though. I can't beat Ursula 2 anymore. I used to be able to beat Ursula 2 effortlessly. I'm rambling. But anyway, this game woke me up to this idea, largely through the character creation process. And it was hard. It kicked my ass, and I bought it a couple years ago when the Enhanced Edition came out. And I haven't played it for more than like 6 minutes. So why don't I address that, you know? See if now, having been a GM in D&D since, or Pathfinder, you know, D&D-ish worlds since 2004. I was a GM before that, since 94, but again, Palladium Rifts Battletech. That's the stuff my brothers played, so those are the books I had access to, so those are the things I played with the 2 or 3 friends I had. And I was forever GM even back then. I haven't run a game of Rifts in so long, but so much effort. I'll stick to Pathfinder. At least until Pathfinder 2 comes out. I'm not liking what I see of Pathfinder 2, but, you know, it's the adventure paths. You get these nice pre-published little adventures, and you read the entire thing, and you can just import that into your tabletop, and if you have good players, the story just rolls from there. And they see where the rails are, so you don't have to make a whole lot of work to follow the rails, because, you know, there's give and take in RPG, right? I'm rambling, but I think this is an important ramble, because a lot of people don't recognize this. In an RPG, in a tabletop RPG, there's this back and forth, right? Because you're telling a communal story. And your GM has written this plot. And if the GM is good, it's not very well defined. It's, here's the locations, here's the villain, here's what the villain wants to do, and here's how it will progress if the players don't intervene. And a good GM will say, here's some plot points for the characters to intervene to get to the bad guy and beat them. You know, that's the rail. And there are a lot of players who will go, well, a good GM can make the story happen even if the players leave the rail, and it's true. But a good player sees the rail and doesn't run away from it. Like, a really good GM lays the seeds of the rail so the players go, here's the road. And we may not follow it directly, but we know we need to go over there to do something. So, let's do that. And I like Pathfinder's adventure paths because they do all the hard work for you. And they let you focus as a GM on understanding the characters that have been provided to you and their motivations and presenting them properly so that the story feels real to everyone. But there are, you know, there's a rail. And more so than if you're making the story on your own, the rail becomes important because it's where all the publication is, and you have to do vastly more work if you leave it. So, good players recognize this. For instance, to lay a comparison between two very fun games of mine. One was very successful, and one wasn't. Rise of the Rune Lords versus Curse of the Crimson Throne. And the difference was entirely based on one player not being there for one of the games. Good friend of mine, not a great player. So, Rise of the Rune Lords, the rail is a traveling rail. You get on it, you go from point A to point B, and there's like the central city that's your small town, which is like your hub, and you leave that hub to go do things, and you always come back. So it becomes a core of the story, is the plot interacting with this town, small town. There's a similar thing with Curse of the Crimson Throne, except that small town becomes a large city, and you never need to leave it. And what I mean by the rail, so in the second city, part of the rail is that all the events that are published up to a certain point will happen in the city. And then you need to leave. And there's this little flag saying, go, leave. Well, the reason that my Crimson Throne campaign kind of fell apart and wasn't very successful is that number one of the players decided that their character would side with the bad guy. Okay, there's some vagary at this point, and then there's an event that should turn them the other way, and they're like, no, we're going to do this. I'm like, okay, well, we're going to have to retire the character. And then another player, who was no longer with us in our group, is like, we're going to leave town, screw it. And it's just like, at a point you go, this story is well defined, and the rail, it's very flexible, it's very free, you're very open in what you're going to do, especially in a city thing like this, because the adventure's always there, you can always go off and do your thing and come back, especially, it's one of the things I love about early Crimson Throne, and early Carrion Crown, strangely enough. We've been running Carrion Crown lately, and my players were interested in it and excited for it, and I was like, eh. But Carrion Crown has proved to have a very, very interesting opening, very robust opening that feels to me very similar to Crimson Throne's opening, where you're given this sandbox to play in and stuff is happening. And one of the players isn't liking it very much. They felt that they should have more purpose, but overall everyone's enjoying it. So, and then you go back to Rise of the Rune Lords. Here, everyone saw the rails, and they decided to hop on. And they haven't stayed on the rails all the time. They've done asides. There was one session where I had to make up a mansion for a heist because the party was like, we want to bring this person back from the dead. We don't have the money. There's a rich person here. We are going to steal everything we can from them in order to bring this person back. And I'm like, okay. So I had to, I wish they told me about it beforehand. They told me at the beginning of the session, like, okay, I'm going to break for an hour because I need to prep. Because you're going off in this corner that I wasn't expecting you to go off in. Give me an hour. And so they did. They're cool people. And we had a great time. They told me, the week before we intend to do this, or at some point during the week, I could have, but they didn't. That's fine. So, and you can do that. Even in a game where you're on the rails, you can do that. They didn't hop off the rails. Some GMs would go, oh no, you're off the rails. No, they didn't leave the rails. They did what their characters made sense. They created this wonderful little aside, gave everyone a little extra experience, which let me play the upcoming monsters a little smarter. It was great. But all of that, so my point is I've been doing that. So I'm a little more familiar with the mechanics. I've run 2nd edition once. This is 2nd edition. And it's tougher, cleaner. The point of this whole rant, though, is this game kind of started me on this whole path. But I never got past the 2nd screen. And I don't count any of the shops as screens there. We have the first screen, which is the town, and then there's all the shops, and then there's the 2nd screen. I never actually got past there, because I was crap at games. I'm still crap at games. My hope is, knowing what I know about things, I'll be able to, make it work. So this is going to be a preview, an intro thing when I click this. I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to shut up. So, let's just start.
They say that history is the greatest of all teachers, and that tales of past deeds define who we are in the present, and what we shall be in the future. It is said that such tales shall, with each telling, illuminate us all with the light of truth. I shall tell you of such a tale. It is a tale quite familiar to me, for I have spent nearly a lifetime piecing it together and chronicling it here within this book. For years I have pondered its passages, studying every line, committing each word to memory. Perhaps now, in the telling of it, I shall at last find the answers I seek. Our story takes place in the northern region of Faerun, known as Icewind Dale. It is a harsh, frozen land, cut off from the rest of the world by a wall of jagged peaks called the Spine of the World. For centuries, the icy plains of the Dale have been home to the barbarian peoples of the Uthgard and Regedman. Huddled together in small, closely knit tribes, the barbarians lived simple lives, free, proud, and fiercely independent. Until the day an archmage named Ericon came to Icewind Dale. With an army of mercenaries, Ericon sought to conquer the north and force the fierce barbarians into slavery. Long weeks of battle followed, and the scattered barbarian tribes suffered terrible losses. Defeat seemed inevitable. In their darkest hour, a barbarian shaman named Jared came forth and demanded a council between all the remaining tribes of the north. A respected warrior, Jared persuaded the council to put aside their differences and unite against Ericon. Strengthened by a new sense of purpose, the barbarians rallied behind their new leader. The combined might of the Northmen proved more than a match for Ericon, who had counted on the division of the tribes. Wave after wave of barbarian warriors tore into Ericon's hired army, forcing them on the defensive and ultimately into full retreat. As his army crumbled around him, Ericon had time for one last desperate act before his enemies descended upon him. Drawing upon his remaining power, the Archmage breached the planar boundaries, tearing open a portal to the lower planes. The foolish Archmage's cries of victory immediately turned to shrieks of terror as the hideous and twisted shapes of demonkind materialized from the portal and poured onto the battlefield. The sudden appearance of the demons drove the combatants, barbarian and mercenary alike, to turn to meet the new threat side by side. The remaining warriors bravely charged the portal to drive the Hellspawn back, and were slaughtered by the hundreds. As his people fell around him, the barbarian shaman, Jared, looked up from the blood-drenched snow of the battlefield and caught sight of a lone figure high upon a ridge in the distance. Jared immediately recognized this vision as an omen from his god Tempus, and in that instant, he knew what had to be done. Shouting cries to his god, he charged through the ranks of the demons and plunged into the portal. As Jared's blood fused with the energies of the portal, an explosion of white light engulfed the battlefield. When the light subsided, the demons were gone, and the portal was closed. In its place hovered a disk of solid stone. Frozen within the center of the disk was Jared's body, locked in his final moment of agony, in his final moment of triumph, for all eternity. But that is not the end of our tale. It is but the beginning.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. I think that's what struck me as a kid. It's like, whoa, cool. And also, by the hundreds. Not thousands, not millions, hundreds. And it's spoken like it's significant. Because there's not many people here. It's such a small place, small story. At least that's what it tells me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's going to be a bazillion people and there's a major story. But yeah. I'm going to start this. You know, it comes with everyone all pre-established, so it comes with this. Berserker. It comes with a Cleric Ranger, Undead Hunter, Fighter. This is new, Mage, Bard. So it comes with a pre-prepared party. Cool. Fuck all of you. we're gonna make our own party. I'm gonna kind of make them based off of people who were relatively significant in my D&D games. So let's see. First, we're going to want. Let's see. Who am I gonna make first? Rowland. Rowland was a cool guy. Rowland was a paladin. So let's see. There's someone here who looks like a Rowland. That's sort of a Rowland. There we go. There's a Rowland. So Rowland is a human. I think everyone I make here is going to end up being a human. Rowland was a paladin. So let me see. 2nd edition paladins. Are you like 3rd edition paladins? Lay on hands once a day. Yep. No effect on undead. Specialization. Cool. Cure disease once a day. Detect evil at will once per round. Protection from evil. Smite evil. It's not as good as like 3.5 Paladin, but none of these things are. It's a like 3rd edition and Pathfinder really up the power level of everyone. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll make Rowland a Paladin. He's just going to be a good old-fashioned Paladin. Awful good, of course. And then this I remember you can gain, so I'm going to store that. 83, that's better. Let's get something better at a reasonable length. There's a cool 86. I'm going to go a little bit. Oh, I saw an 89, I could cast it. Oh well. I see something really cool. Let's stop otherwise. Yeah, this will be fine. So, we need charisma for a paladin. I don't remember if you need wisdom, but you don't really need intelligence. So, let's pull that down. Like so. 1880, I like that. That's nice. Constitution's probably important, so let's make sure it's not, dumped. That looks good for a paladin. I think that feels good. I'm using, 3rd edition Pathfinder intuition, so maybe I need a higher constitution for 2E, but this will be fine. And what are we going to be good with? We've got to do sword and shield with the longsword, because that's the classic. +1 hit, +2 damage. Longsword, and this -4 AC versus missiles. Cool. This is there. Is that the same with everything here? Yeah. Okay. So we'll go ahead and just do the sword and shield there with Mr. Paladin. Sure, that's fine.
Here I come, and the hells come with me.
Steel yourselves!
I'll wash me beard in your blood.
Attack!
Well, looks like I'm gonna have to go on.
None of these.
Gods grant me strength.
There we go. That's, well, that. Not the button. That one. That's pretty much a Rowland. There you go, Rowland. This is one of my players' paladins. Well then, so we need to have our core party. We need fighter, wizard, ranger, thief. So Rowland's kind of our fighter. So we need our Let's say thief here. There's a good thiefy bit. My players don't like playing thieves, so I don't get a lot of good rogues. Their standard method for handling traps is to throw the big stupid fighter at it and hope they live. But there was one. It was a slayer, but I think the slayer would stat out as a thief here. Female. We were looking for kind of an archery looking woman. Here. Shady, shadowy, assassiny, archery woman. Anyone? There's. This is, I think, the closest, and it's not good. Hello, hi. I am well armored. Look at that boom plate. Well, this is going to be fine, I guess. So, yeah, we're looking at human. It was changeling in Pathfinder, but human will be fine. This is going to be our Isabella. And BC, so we want thief. Short bow. Sneak attacks available. May sneak attack instead of back down for increase. Ooh, that's an option. Yeah. So I don't know if you can use that for bows. That's the thing. There we are. Do this assassin bit. That'll be what we want. Lean lawful here. So, and we're gonna try and get like an 83, 85 in there to work with. There we go. Great. So, charisma is not important for this character. Wisdom or strength, but I guess this will do. This is a much better character than Isabella was as far as base stats. We're going to want that. We're going to need some of this, some of this. Can't drop me in pockets. We're not going to do that. So I'd like these to get higher, but that's just how we're going to have to live for now. Okay. So, short bow is important. And I guess we'll do our short sword in case we need it. Okay. Sure, that's fine.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
Let's spill some blood.
There's an Isabella. Isabella. Like, it's not Isabella, it's Isabella. You're like, the E sound. So she's supposed to be ranged. I don't know if ranged sneak attacks work in this, but that's how Isabella was. There's our fighter and our thief. So let's see, who do I want to pull in for like the cleric? Oh, I know for a wizard, I've got a couple options, and one of them was a wizard cleric in a Gestalt game. So I bring him as he was originally. Before I restatted him after the first session because, like, I had a stat block and then I made a character and then the stat block didn't fit the character. So the GM was like, sure, you can rewrite it. This is actually a time I was a player. We need someone who looks young, idealistic, and foolish. No one likes young, idealistic, and foolish images here. Because of course they don't. I guess one of these will show up eventually. One of these will make sense. You can make sense. So he was a child, so I'm actually going to do halfling, I think. I think that'll work. I can do what I want here. Yes. Done. And then... Okay, so let's see. Lightning bolt. True sight. Old undead. Exaltation. Holy power. Let's do a regular character. I don't know if you can make a summoner-oriented cleric, but we're gonna try here. So, he was neutral good at this point. Yeah. So... Okay. That's the maximum there. Okay. There we go. That looks like a good Vinny stats. He should not be getting close in combat. What's Vinny going to have? He's going to have a quarterstaff and cling, sling. And so we need, do we have any summoning here? We do not. Okay. So that means we're going to go human, because he's going to look like a kid. Druid. That was actually what he was originally, was a druid wizard. Okay. Yeah. True neutral, I guess. You have to be true neutral, can't be neutral good. Okay. So his stats are not going to be nearly as good. Having a hard time getting... Well, there was that 85 I was looking for. Okay, that should give us enough to work with. Again, we're going to not do much here. Okay. We had higher intelligence. These stats were not like 18, 10, 10, 10, but this is gamey, so we're going to do it this way. Put it into Constitution for safety's sake. This game's hard. I want to be set there. So skills. Again, I want to do that whole sling quarterstaff bit. And now. There should be some. Seriously, there's no summon animal spell for this stuff. Okay. Let's do Entangle. We'll do Cure Light Wounds. So we'll do Cure Light Wounds, we'll do Entangle. So because we need to have those. I guess protection from evil, because that's important. Or Shillelagh. Or Sasquatch. And we'll do protection from evil. That'll work. I don't know.
Gods grant me strength.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
Ha ha! Watch your back!
To the pain.
It is a shame that we must resort to vile...
Yep. There you are, Vinny. You're not quite how you were. You were a summoner. But we need a cleric, and you're like the only one I can remember that was worth observing. So we'll have you be our paladin. And then for our wizard, I think we'll pull in Dresden. That's a very Dresden image. Human. He's not going to be exactly Dresden because he doesn't have a gun. But we'll make him just a mage. He's all about making things go boom. Like good. And I don't want to do this very long. Okay, I guess we're going to be here. There's that. And then... there we go. That'll do. And let's say quarterstaff, because he did use a quarterstaff. So those are the spells it wants me to do. I am okay with that. And let's memorize our chromatic orb. Chromatic orb. Shield. Sure, that'll be good.
To the pain.
That's Dresden. Okay. So we've got our Rowland, Isabel, Vinny, and Dresden. We've got a couple extra slots for just people. We'll do Rio. That's Rio enough. He'll be a half-elf. Elf is what we want here. Yes, fighter mage. He's going to be chaotic good. And we'll do late stage Rowland. Just because he fits this party structure a little better. There we go. That can dump. That can dump. Dump. When I say that can dump, I mean that can dump. Let's do it like that. Okay. This. Oh, okay. Gonna be 1828, that's fine. And we have a trident. A halberd, which is sort of that. So, Shocking Grasp for sure. We don't want shield, we want armor. And we'll start with learning armor, because I think that's going to be a better thing to have early on. And Rio should be green, right? Okay.
I'll wash me beard in your blood.
Sure. That sounds like Rio. That sounds like a thing Rio would say, having no beard. And then we need one more slot. We're very female-like. So these are kind of fighters. Those are frontline. Those are step back. She does range. Vinny should be support, and then hopefully we can get some summoning. Let's get another summoner here. We'll do a lady. This is going to be new, I guess. See if we can actually make a proper summoner. Do a human, mage, conjurer. Lawful neutral, why not? Sure. Something like that. Sure. And she can get a sling. Find familiar. Grease. Yeah, no, screw that. That's not what the sort of thing I want at all. So, who's an interest? To balance everything out. How about like the open murder group? It's not going to be exactly IKO because we don't have Tengu here. Let's do something here. I like this. So we have our illusionist thief. Give me something here that's decent. Let's give it a few more clicks so you can get something really good. Oh, okay. So the mage, priest, paladin. So let's make IQ on bullshit master. Yeah. IQ is all going to be about we're gonna have to back up here. Is really going to be our. She's not going to be out front. She's not a scout. She'll be our open trap, pockets, open locks. Look all the way here. Move it some big pockets up. There we go. She's also ranged. So we'll give her a short bow. And in case she needs it, we will give her a katana. Now what will she have here? So reflected image is good. We can go back, do this again. File everything else here. Okay. Katana. Short bow. What did we get here? Reflected image, shield, spook. So spook here scares people. That mostly looks like something IQ would do. The IQ will also have identify because someone needs to have identify in the party. And normally it won't be prepared. We'll prepare it when we need it. We'll do it that way. Okay. We'll do everything black here. Because IQ Fun Murder Bird was a Tengu. There we go.
Let's dance.
Sure. There we go. Aikyo Fun Murder Bird. That seems to be... Yeah, that'll do it. Let's go.
Our tale begins here, in the quiet fishing village of East Haven. one of the so-called 10 towns of Icewind Dale. The tiny community is hardly a town, but rather a collection of ramshackle huts crowded together upon the icy shores of Lake Dinashir. Here, within a dimly lit tavern, a group of travelers sit huddled around a table, swapping tales and making grand plans for the future, completely unaware of the part they are to play in the events that are about to unfold.
I have never actually had a party begin in a tavern that I've GM'd. I've started in a tavern for other GMs, but I've never done it myself.
What's this? New face in town, eh? Well met, stranger. The name is Hrothgar, originally of Hillsfar. But now, after years of traveling up, down, and under Faerun, I am content to call this town my home. Who might you be?
Hi, Hrothgar, I'm Rowan.
Well then, welcome to Easthaven. Whatever your business in these parts might be, I would offer you this small piece of advice. While you're in my town, you do well to be on your best behavior.
Wilco.
These folk are under my protection, and anyone who would seek to do harm to them in any way shall answer to me. That said, I'll let you get back to your cups. I'm sure you've had a long journey, and you'll find there's no better way to shake off the cold of the road than by downing a few mugs of Grisella's best. And if you're in need of lodging, I would recommend talking to Quimby over at the Snowdrift Inn over on the east side of town. Equipment and supplies can be purchased next door at Pomab's Emporium. Pomab's prices are a bit high, even for a Kalashite. But you'd be better off well-equipped and short of coin than the other way around. Ill-prepared travelers don't last long in these parts.
This would probably be why I kept getting my ass handed to me as a kid, huh?
Once you've had a chance to rest up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here. There's some business I would discuss with you. Farewell.
Farewell. Let's see if we can't... Alright, eating a vitamin. So let's see what our current situation is, and then pull maps. Come on. So inventory. $500 gold, and everyone's buck naked. We will need to rectify this.
How can I help? Of course.
Let's go rectify this right away. Okay. So is that Pomabs? That's
Very
Pomabs.
well.
Before we do anything else, we'll just rectify the fact that everyone here is pretty much buck naked. Okay.
Of course.
What's this? More barbarians come to my shop. No doubt with nothing more to barter with than mere wolf pelts and polished stones. Very well, let's get this over with. What do you want? Right, I want to see what you have for sale. I'd like to see coin before I go to the trouble of showing my wares. I have no patience for those who are just browsing. I have gold. I need supplies. You're going to sell to me or not? Why, do you know who I am? Yeah, you're a pompous little man who runs a little shop in a little town at the ass end of nowhere. I am Pomab Akazama here, royal diplomatic envoy. Oh, I see. Okay, forgive me. I had no idea. Where I'm from, one would normally be beaten for such insolence. Cool. Show me what you have for sale. God, I hate this guy. Okay, so we're going to need armor for him. We're going to need some armor for them. And the mages... Probably not. But first, let's do weapons. So for ranged weapons, we need short bows. Where's our short bows? We can't afford a katana. Sorry, Aikyo, you're fucked. So we're going to need a short bow for Isabel. We're going to need short bow for Ike. We're gonna need a halberd for Rio. Where's that halberd? Hello, halberds, where are you? Halberd, there you are. Dresden's got his quarterstaff. Let's grab a sling, just in case. Vinny also, I think, needs a sling, right? Let me double check. Okay, so...
May I help?
Vinny. I don't remember what I made you use already. Quarterstaff sling. Katana short bow. Yeah, you're gonna be fucked, huh? Halberd. Short sword. And you like long sword. Okay.
No trouble at all.
That's spy. Okay. So you need a sling. Okay. You need quarterstaff sling.
Your command? Of
Thanks.
course.
God, that's going to be annoying. Quarterstaff and sling for the cleric. Okay. For our paladin, we need a longsword and a large shield. Okay. There we go. For you, we have the short bow. We also need a short sword. Okay. Where are our arrows? There are arrows. Okay. There we go. I like to make arrow stacks. Here too. You don't range. You ranged. I'm gonna have to buy more bullets later. There we go. That leaves us this for armoring. So, Isabel, let's start with you. What sort of armor can you wear? Studded leather. Let's get you some studded leather. Now, you're not going to be able to cast spells in armor, but I think we should give you a suit of studded leather just in case. You can wear all sorts of stuff. We'll deal with you in a sec. You can't wear any. You can wear... looks like studded leather. So let's get you some studded leather. Because you're a druid. That's right. I remember. Okay, so that gives everyone armor. You we'll deal with in a second. So you, let's see. That's going to be AC 5, 4. I think we want higher numbers, yes. AC 7. No, we want lower numbers. Okay. Alright. So split mail is our good one. Makes sense, it's more expensive. So let's get some split mail, both of you. That way we can armor you up if we need to. And then we can sell all these spare quarterstaffs that we don't need. You need your quarterstaff. You need your quarterstaff. You don't need your quarterstaff. I forget what Aikio's second bit was. Oh yeah, katana, which we can't afford, so you're fucked. You don't have the proficiency. I'll give you a scimitar. You're not very good at it, but you have one. Okay, and then let's see, helmets. Protects against critical hits. They're the same, so everyone who can wear a helmet should get a helmet. We'll just get the cheapest helmets that we can, because it doesn't look like there's any difference besides style. So everyone who can wear a helmet can get a helmet. Anything else to grab here? Let's see. Where's Dresden? There's Dresden. Let's get Dresden a scroll case in case we need it. And Aikyo can carry a gem bag. And now we're out of money. Perfect. Let's get everything all equipped here. There you are, Rowland. You look a little dorky. There's Isabel. Vinny. Then we're going to go ahead. Can I put that there? Nope. Okay. Well, let's get Dresden all rigged up here. That's all sorts of scary. AC9. I know how AC works now. AC0 for you, that's pretty good. And finally, let's make sure that's all nicely assembled. So there we go. Pretty much everyone except Dresden is fairly defensible. Okay. So, let's go outside and create marching order, and then we'll go out on our exploration. So, I would like something like
It shall be done.
No, I would like something like this, I think. Okay. We'll do it like that. There we go. That'll get it going. Right. If we do it, if we go here, are you guys going to... Okay, that's not what I want. That's what I want. There we go. Okay. So we want Rio and Vinny in the back row, in that middle row. Then we want archers. So let's go ahead and reposition everyone. Good. And then I think we want you to swap places. Yeah. And now I'll put it this way, is everyone where I want them to be. Yes. Good. So now everyone's in an array so that Rowland takes point. Rio is close enough to hit with his halberd. Vinny's got his stick. And is close enough to heal the people who need healing. And then our archers are there, and then our weak and crappy mage, Dresden, is all assembled. Great. So, we have a night's rest there. Well, we can't afford it, so that's a thing. Let's see. No. Where are we? What are we going to do? Let's just explore a little. Get everyone all stuck. Okay. Hey, what's going on here? Delisandra? You sure have neat stuff. Why, thank you. We have no money at all. Hi, Jeffy. You wouldn't let the ice demons eat me, would you? I most certainly would not. I'm Rowland. Hey, squirrel. Hi, Medora. Thank you. Chiselo, can I have a piggyback ride? Rowland would say yes. Let's check out the fishmonger. Let's go into this marching order for a moment. That's kind of more convenient. Yeah. I think maybe we should swap those two. There we go. So we've gone in. Let's go in. Hello, fishmonger.
It shall be done.
Well met, stranger. What can you do? This doesn't look much like a fish shop. It's because it isn't. This is my home. I may be a fishmonger, but that doesn't mean I hawk fish like a street vendor. I deal in large quantities of dried knucklehead and scrimmachaw, bulk of which is stored in my warehouse. Dried what? Knucklehead trout. It's a rare fish found only in the tame towns. Their bones are used to produce valuable scrimmachaw. Let's make a decent amount of coin selling these fish. It's an honest living. I make most of my profit from trade, though. As a matter of fact, I have an important transaction as we speak. What sort? Town's food stores are dangerously low. My warehouse foreman tells me that there may not be enough to last the winter. I've arranged a trade with old Galloway of Incair Dineville, which will keep our stomachs full well into the next year. The caravan's due to arrive any day now. Cool! Best of luck, Gasper. Oh, he seems like a nice guy.
It shall be done.
So there's a fishmonger who does large trades, and there's a shipment of food coming in, which will be what they need to survive the winter. Let's go see who this person is. Hello, stranger. Don't mind me. Don't mind us. We're just a bunch of armed people here to say hi. Oh, you're Hrothgar. You're the guy we just talked to. Yeah. So, if you don't mind, we're going to talk to you later because this seems important.
It shall be done.
We want to get to know the town before we talk to Mr. Quest Giver. I don't remember what quest he gives, but I remember he's a quest giver.
Of course.
Hello, is there anyone home? Anything to steal? No? Okay.
Of course.
So there was no one home there. Hello, Mr. N. How are you, Mr. N? How are you? Jonan. Oh, sorry, old friend. Didn't see you there. Name's Jonan. Something I can do for you? I'm surprised you saw me as deep into daydream as you be. Are you alright? No, I'm fine. I'm taking a view of the lake, trying to shake these dreams. Dreams? Usually dreams fade on waking. Well, the dreams have been fishing in me of late. So much so I can barely catch a wink before they rouse me from it. Frustration it is at times. Sometimes it seems more real than the waking world. What kind of dreams? Well, there's a woman, and don't give me that eye, it's not like you think. She walks on the surface of the lake as if it were flagstones instead of waves. She doesn't say anything, just sings beautiful songs. Well, if dreams are your only worry, your life can't be too bad. Truth be told, friend, there's no sense to it. The dreams are eating me like a starving wolf. I can barely hold a daily thought in my head before the memory of the dreams comes back. By the hells, I don't know how much more I can take. Well, I'll see if I can find some way to help you. I don't know. I'll see what I can do. So we've got a quest. Find out why Jonan's dreams are full of watery wind. Cool. Hi, townsperson. Can we talk to you? Yes. I just was, I'm a visitor. I wonder what's going on. The weather's getting worse? The weather's been going bad to worse. I've never seen it get so cold this early. The passes are going to get snowed in early. So what else is going on? Worse how? Where there's goblins in the past, you can believe me, they usually hold up in the spine and kill each other. Some fool claimed even saw orcs outside of town. Z. Heard talk of goblins and orcs. Not only that, there's been a sighting of a wolf. Been keeping eyes on it, but it seems to be coming around for a wish for the fishbone carving in Apsos. Must be starving. I've heard talk of goblins, orcs, and a wolf even. Is that it? And more! Wow! And more. The boys is out playing and swears he saw a footprint as large as a man. That would mean giants. Oh no! What else have you heard? Goblins and orcs. Goblins and orcs. Between weather and caravans, people seem to be handling everything pretty well. Not everyone. Jonan is not getting much sleep. He's humming a tune? Yeah. Well, I'm going to say bye. Okay. So, there's goblins and orcs and giants. Oh my. And the little house, and there's a lady. Hi, lady. Farewell, lady. You're going to be just another townsperson. Hello.
It shall be done.
Farewell. Nothing to do here. Okay.
Very well.
Sorry for disturbing you, ma'am. We're just coming around saying hi to everyone. Seeing if anyone has any work to do.
It shall be done.
Farewell. These are those old games where if you hold down tab, you can see
Very well.
what you can see. Hello there, sir. Ops, well, you've got a thing. Oh, thank the gods, whoever you are, you picked the perfect time to wander die. I could use help. I'm Rowland. Who are you? Absol, but please, I need your help. What's the problem? A wolf got into my workshop and is tearing the place apart. So what do you need me to do? Go in and get rid of it. How am I supposed to get it open if you broke the key off from the lock? I don't care. Break it down if you have to. It would be nothing compared to the damage he's done. Very well. I'll dispatch him. Let's enter battle formation. Let's go see if we can't help. I think this is spells. It's locked. Okay.
Yes!
You are my lockpicking master. Wonderful.
Yes?
Okay.
Of course.
Let's get in. Okay. So, there comes a wolf. Let's get everyone going on the attack. And I don't think we need to really do much magic, so you sling, you arrow, you halberd, you sword,
How may I
you
best
staff,
serve?
and you have heal prepared. So I'll keep that ready.
Let's
in case
spill
we
some
need it.
blood.
Okay,
No trouble at all.
I think we'll be fine here.
Speak your mind. Very well.
Cool. So, Rowland took a hit. Anyone surprised? Not at all. We've got knucklehead trout bones, wooden bench, glass cabinets. Wonderful. Let's head out.
It shall be
See
done.
that guy and see if he gives us a capsule. Thank you. What did you give us? Give us some stuff. You gave us Absol's dagger, which is just a dagger. Is it worth a lot? Probably not. And it looks like you gave us some. Yeah, you gave us 25 gold. Hooray! That'll be very nice and thoughtful of you. Let's take a look at our town map. There's old Jed's house, so we haven't been there. The inn, we can probably rest at the inn now. Rothgar's, Fishmongers, Apsel the Scrimshar. So,
Yes.
let's take a moment here and heal you up.
How
In
can I
case we
help?
run into trouble down here. I don't think we will, though.
Of course.
I don't remember there being trouble down here. Let's come down anyway and see what's going on. Hello there, blue-skinned woman. The woman has skin like the surface of the lake, light green hair and delicate features. She begins to sing a soft flowing sound like the sound of a great undersea current. You're the woman Jonan sees in his dreams. Jonin? Yes, Jonin, you are the woman from his dreams, aren't you? Yes. Have your eyes fallen on him? Does he... You know where it is he walks? Yep, spoke to him. He sees in dreams and doesn't know what you want of him. What do you want? I am of the calling Alicia of the Skies mirror. My heart is Jonin's, but he cannot see me, or else I become as currents on the shore. A gift do I have for him from one of his blood long ago, who also held my heart, but not as Jonin holds it now. A gift, what do you mean? Reflections have come and gone since the day in which one of the blood of Jonin fell beneath the waters of the lake. He fought with the last of the great white serpents that swam upon the northern winds, the Queen Mother Ikashtracht, who now lies without life on the bed of the lake. A promise was made, and I must honor it. The one from whom Jonin comes asks I see his blade return to those of his blood, if the Queen Serpent drank his life. She did, but not before he dealt her a mortal blow. From the depths of the lake I have brought the fire-shaped steel that ended her life. It is intended to belonging to Jonin now. Okay, so you want to give him back his sword, but you can't because if you see him, you'll become water. Cool. I'll do it. I'll give it there. Shattered Blade of Ionin. Okay, that doesn't seem to be worth anything. No sense in stealing it. Let's go take that back to Jonin. Jonin was over here. Off we go. That's how these games go. This is not as horrible as I remember it. I remember this being big and long and slow, so I didn't like to come over here, but there was XP here, and I think I need it before I go forward. So Jonin! I have found out why you're having bad dreams. There's a woman who's a sea spirit who speaks through song, which is why you can't understand her. She wants to give you a sword. We can lie. She's speaking to you because she loved one of your ancestors and has a promise for him. Your features remind her of him, and her heart is as strong. She's fallen in love with you, but she can't let you see her, or else she goes kaboom. She wants to give you this. There, more XP, hooray! Yeah, so I can tell you all about that. Cool. I will tell her. Farewell. Maybe she'll sing to you sometimes. Because she said no more dreams, and he's like, but I'll miss the dreams, even though you're like, but I can't do work because of the dreams. It's okay. I know that feeling. I feel your pain, Jonin. Hey. I have returned the blade to him. Please take this shaped piece of sand. Thank you. And now we have a pearl. Cool. So we have a dagger and we have a pearl. We can probably sell those for some ducats. That was nice. Out of curiosity, when do we level? 2250. So I don't think we're going to level before the next bit. Okay. So let's go see what's around here. Because we're not in desperate need of anything yet. I want to just explore. I sort of vaguely remember all of this. Two. What do you?
Yes. Yes.
Don't be a brat.
Your command? Of course.
Okay, there's nothing dangerous. Hello there, Church.
Of course.
Good day. What do you do here, Turin? Nothing much. I manage the warehouse for the fishmonger. Oh, this is the fishmonger's joint. Cool. I get paid to store scrimshaw and emergency food supplies. That sounds important. What's the rest of the things the place do? Well, most of them fish. It's not rich, but a man can lead a rich life. Cool. You heard anything about town lately? You don't get to hear much. Buy some rounds at Winter Cradle Tavern. If you find that, you'll find that the spinning... Okay, sure. Get drunk for rumors. Cool. Alright, peace. Anything to steal? Nope. If there were, I would send everyone back outside and we'd have Ike or Isabella come in and do it first. Okay, so there's this little corner
Of
here.
course.
What's going on in? Let's go find out.
Yes? Speak your mind.
There we go. We can just wander all the way across the map here. It's safe. We're in town. Nothing could attack us. I remember the goblins in the southeast. They caused me lots of troubles.
It shall be done.
Hello, townsperson. Hello, temple. Let's go check that thing out. That looks important. Hello, Acalia. Acalia, Everard. We've got named people.
Very well.
Acalia. Sup. You're an initiate to the Tempurian faith, huh? I didn't realize Lord of Battles was popular up here. Tempest is revered by the barbarian tribes. They call him Tempest. We immigrants see a lot of conflict in this part and the people want to make sense out of it. How do the barbarians feel about the 10 towns? Changes from season to season, like all things. They're mistrustful and view our settlements as intrusion. Sometimes they trade, sometimes they war. Ah, love-hate relationships. So where are you from? From Neverwinter. Cool, you're here to aid Everard after Renfield was killed in battle against barbarians by Bryn Shander. Ouch. Guess they don't like you much. Such a love-hate relationship. At least they don't try to kill you all the time. Seems almost pointless to live such harsh conditions. Aren't people afraid? It's part of the simple truth. Conflicts everywhere. Everyone has something that they believe in and will die to preserve. Love and tolerance. God, this is what Rowland would say. Rowland's a dick. Oh, but yeah, it's pretty inevitable. What rituals do you perform? The Feast of the Moon to remember the battle dead, the Song of Swords. Cool. It's been... what local battles? Jared's Stone. Everard likes to answer the questions about that. Cool. What about the Feast of Heroes and Song for the Fallen? Feast of Heroes is a meal for High Sun. Remember the final meal each warrior eats before they enter mortal battle. Song for the Fallen is a dirge at sunset as a memorial for those who died. Interesting. What's Everard like? Everard is still adjusting. I think he'd much rather be serving Tempest on the front lines, but his duty is to guard this holy site, the site of Jared's Stone. He's a warrior and a priest? Okay. Thank you. I need to use the restroom. I'll be back shortly, and then we'll talk to Everard. Here we go. Let's shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Talk to Everard. Okay. I'm kind of streaming through these a bit. part of that is I remember these. Like, I look at this and go, oh, I remember this person. And I don't want to bore myself out by reading things I've read a bunch before. I'm going to get what I need to get here and move on. We can see what's coming. Let's see. Hey there, Everard.
Hrothgar mentioned there were strangers in town. What is it you want?
What I want is for everyone in the game to be voice acted like you are, so I don't have to read things to people. I read so much faster than I can talk. I am Rowland. Are you the High Priest of the table?
Yes, I am Everard. Everard of Tempus, Battle Priest of the Lord of Battles. What brings you here?
Kalia told me to ask you about Jared's stone. It has something to do with one of your holy days.
Jared was a shaman who lived long ago. He brought unity to the northern tribes and led them to victory against the army of Ericon, at the cost of his life.
This is our intro video thing. How did he die?
Once Ericon saw his army routed by Jared and the northern tribes, he sought to bring the Hells to his aid. Ericon opened a gate to the lower plains.
Sheesh, the northern tribes would have been destroyed.
I do not believe that. Jared did. It is said that Tempus himself appeared to Jared upon the battlefield, and Jared took that as a sign.
Sign of what?
Jared believed Tempus was calling him to sacrifice himself for his people to ensure victory. And so he cast his body into the portal, his blood fusing it to stone. It lies entombed beneath the temple to this day.
You don't sound like you agree.
Jared had no need to sacrifice himself. Tempus's appearance was a test of faith, proof Jared's people had already won the field that day. Jared failed his god and died a coward's death.
But Tempus is known to appear to warriors who can dictate the outcome of a battle, so perhaps his death was not in vain.
One dies for Tempus with a blade in one's hand, not by martyring oneself within the embrace of infernal magics. Jared's duty was to stand with his comrades, not cast himself to his death when the field was already theirs.
He prevented so many other deaths.
Sacrifice? Let me say this of sacrifice, young one. Then we shall speak of this no more. Sacrifice is a death that has meaning. When it is in vain, it is not sacrifice. It is a waste. That is the lesson of Jared's stone.
Wow. This guy does not like Jared's action. So the stone's buried here?
Aye, a great stone disc that holds Jared's corpse for eternity. And so I watch and guard it in Tempus's name.
Cool. I'm sure this is going to be important at some point. I have some other questions to ask.
You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers.
I've come to show respect to your god and his worshippers. There's not much battle to be had in East Haven, I hope.
War is but one of Tempus's aspects. Warriors, true warriors, worship him as well.
Were you wounded in battle?
These eyes have seen battle, yes. And my skin bears the mark of swords and axes. That was long ago. Now my place is here.
Why did you leave the battle?
Because there are many ways one may serve one's god. I am of the Order of the Broken Blade. My duty is to watch this place.
You guard, and the Order of Broken Blade guards sacred areas, yes?
Yes, we were warriors. Wounded in battle, our injuries now keep us far from the front lines. Still, we are fit to guard holy sites to our Lord.
And this is a holy site?
It is sacred to Tempus, yes. It marks the field where the barbarian Jared gave up his life ages ago. He lies encased in stone beneath this temple. Jared was a shaman who lived long ago. He brought... You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers.
Do you know anything about this expedition Hrothgar's putting together?
I have heard of it, yes. A messenger from Kuldahar visited the temple not long ago, and it has spurred Hrothgar to see what is happening in the north.
A messenger?
Yes. A man from Kuldahar found his way to our door, and he was dead by morning. He claimed he was a messenger from the Archdruid of Kuldahar.
Ooh, he died? That's sad. What did he want?
The man spoke of disturbances in Kuldahar. His wounds prevented me from making any sense of his words. Perhaps Hrothgar understood more than I, for he's preparing an expedition.
Are you going?
No, for my place is here. Were I invited, I would still not go. My injuries would only slow the expedition. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers.
So what's the glyph-covered door beneath the statue?
The door leads beneath the temple to the site of Jared's stone. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers.
Can we pay respect and get healing? Oh, cool. So we can shop here. We can buy raise dead for 100 ducats. Yay! Neutralize poison, remove disease, cure wounds, bless. Cool. I can do that a lot. We got a scroll case and a potion bag. I kind of want to get the potion bag in Vinny's hands. There we go. That's a bit of money that we spent, but that way, got a lot of updates to our journal. This way, at least now, we can store lots of potions, we can store lots of scrolls, so that'll be good. Okay, so we can't go down and look at Jared's stone. That's too bad. That's okay. So, Hrothgar's preparing something. We've got the inn, we've got this place.
Very well.
I want to do everything I can before I talk to Hrothgar. I did not remember.
How can I help?
Was like, hey, Hrothgar's thing.
Your command?
Some stuff. But we learned there's that druid dude. I've forgotten his name already because I shit with names. Druid dude sent a messenger and the messenger died. And Hrothgar is making an expedition.
Of course.
You are a named building though, so let's check you out. Hey. Old
Very
Jed.
well.
Hi, how you doing, old Jed? Not so good, matey. Grisilla cut me off. How am I supposed to get fishing done? You're breaking my heart, old man. I don't need to be mean about it. It's a real problem for me. I need me wine to fish. Well, is there anything I can do to support your downward spiral into oblivion? Go to Pamba's and fish me some wine. And how grateful are you gonna be? Eternal Brotherhood of Fishermen? Well, in that case, I'll do it. Cool. I'll come back.
Very well.
What's that? Oh, that was just the door. Okay. I forgot that there may be stuff hidden outside. I think there was something hidden outside over that other place. So, first things first, let's rest, because I want to make sure that I have the ducats to rest. And
I will assist you in any way possible.
where's my spell book? Okay. Entangle will be important. I don't think I will want that right away. Let's get another cure memorized so that we're ready, because I know that there's going to be a battle down there. Rio. What spells do we have there? Armor. You know, you're wearing armor, so there's not much point in having armor. This is... Yeah, so it's cumulative with the shield bonus and dexterity, but not the armor. So... It's not even as good as what you've got. So let's take a moment here. You can learn Shocking Grasp here. This will help you. If we need it, we can take your armor off and you can cast it. And you've got some spells. What do we got here? Reflected Image. Spook. Oh, you know what? So that can be in case of an emergency, and that can be to help people keep in line. Let's drop shield and take another chromatic orb. Be a little aggro.
Yes?
Okay.
Of course.
Hi, Quimby. You seem enthusiastic. Oh, cool. Heard anything interesting? There's an coming expedition to the spine of the world. Cool, what do you know? Hrothgar's leading it. And Acalia is going. Okay, there's a dwarf named Hildreth who's going as well, and even Pomab's going. What a grand adventure it will be. Cool. What about a room? So, merchant room is 3 gold. We just need a peasant room so that we can get our spells. There we go.
May I help?
Vinny, you're all prepped, right? Yep. Great. We've got an
Speak your
entangle in case
mind.
of trouble.
Of course.
That's done that. I want to go south before I go up there. I don't know what that building is.
It shall be done.
We'll go south. We'll get into trouble here. Let's get into battle formation as we cross the bridge. Because there's trouble here. Help! Monsters! Exactly. Monsters? What are you talking about? Where are they now? By the lake. We'll deal with them and get your fish back. And get potentially wrecked in the process. So let's save our game here. Save. Monsters! Rah! So this I know. This I know. Let's be a little patient here. Go down the lake. There's some people. Whoa! Let's get out of the way. Back up. Get in line. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Get away. Get away. Okay.
How may I best serve?
Get her all healed up.
How can I help?
You interfere. You also interfere.
I'm here.
You start shooting some people down the way.
Yes.
You get ready.
I'm here.
You want me?
This goblin's on the way.
What is it you require?
Can I chromatic orb that goblin?
Yes.
And you play interference.
I'm hurt.
You need to get
Here I
out of
go.
there.
You ready? And willing. Let's spill some blood.
Yeah, Rio, you focus there.
Your command? Gods grant thee strength.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's spill some blood.
At your
Yes.
service. Come then, let us begin.
Cool.
I will assist you in any way possible.
And I guess we're going to heal you up again.
Yes. Of
So-
course.
Let's take everything we can here. Oh look, they've got halberds. No, battle axes. Never mind. Like, oh, they've got halberds. Hooray! What do we got here? We've got short bows. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Let's get into position. Okay, there it is. Lots of stuff there. Is it getting dark? Seriously? Is it getting dark? What? Okay. We just got those fellas. There's the edge of the map. Let's come down here and make sure there's nothing else to grab. I remember that being much harder as a kid. I remember that being much, much harder. Can we go over here? Oh, we can. Let's see what's going on. Anything of interest? Nope. Okay. Well then. So that was... Did I see anything over here? That was easier than I remember. That's a good sign, because I remember like half my party dying during this fight as a kid. Which, it just tells me that as an adult I am better equipped to handle this. Cool. Hey little boy Damien. We've got your fish. Or what's left of it. Farewell. We got him. We gave him some fish to take so we won't get in trouble. There's nothing else there to take. Cool. So let's just go through what we've got here. I don't think we got anything that matters. Yeah. So, we hit up our map. We've done and explored everything. So we'll hit up Pomabs. We'll come down here because I think there's a hidden item over here that I forgot about. So Pomabs, drop off the booze to the drunk, check this place out, see that house, and then we'll go to Rothgar's. And then we'll get going in the actual game. Let's do our double line so we don't take up as much space in town. Hey, Pomab! POS? Actually, we'll sleep before Rothgar's in case we have to go right away. We're out of healing already.
Very well.
Hey! Pomab! Yeah, SOB, I want to buy something. And by buy, I mean sell. Ooh, that's nice. We'll buy a wine. And then we'll take a moment here real quick. Just check through. You know what? Let's take a moment here. And all of our ranged people. Okay, we didn't actually sell everything. You have to do sell and a buy. Okay. Doesn't balance it out. I appreciate that in the new Kingmaker thing then. So let's just grab an extra little chunk of info here. High quality Morningstar. Cool. Just a little extra ammunition in case we don't get back to somewhere that sells ammunition for a while. So we've got the wine from Pomab.
It shall be done.
Now we're gonna hit up this drunk dude, give him some booze. I mean, he should really be feeling better about himself. He shouldn't be drunk all the time. But you know what? It's his life. What right have I to judge him as I take another sip of my bourbon at 8 in the morning? On a Sunday. I wouldn't even be allowed to buy it at this hour. Which always irritates me because I like to go shopping in the early morning. And I really liked to go shopping early morning on Sundays. Like, if I could buy my wine and my alcohol on Sunday, I would shop early morning on Sunday. You know, 7, 8 in the morning. Go to the store, get all my goods while everyone's, you know, getting ready for church, and I don't have to deal with them. Then I can go out to church and come back. But can't buy like half the stuff I buy on Sunday mornings, which is so annoying. A bottle of wine. You better make it last. You're not always gonna have strapping adventurers to get your medicine. Farewell. We got 6 gold. Hooray! And we're now members of the Brotherhood of Fishermen. I seem to remember there was something hidden around here that we could take a look at, right? And on the doors. Furry out. There's like a pixel thing. Should be a glowing pixel somewhere. No? I thought for sure there was. We're just leaving everyone's doors open in the middle of winter. That's not very nice. Not much to steal either. Poor Ikeo. People have nothing for you to steal. No money for you to embezzle. Hello, townsperson. Hello, thing to steal.
Very well.
There's nothing to go here.
Hey, you need me?
Ikeo.
Here I go. Here I go.
Ikeo's not going to do it.
I'm here. Yes. Very well.
Can I just take it and run? Let's save. I don't want to, have trouble. Take it. And run. Okay,
Speak your of course.
Cool. We have a spear. We'll just carry it for a while. Hi, Hrothgar.
Very well.
Hi, Hrothgar's stuff.
Yes! Here I go.
Hi, Hrothgar's stuff. Scribbled note. If you're reading this note, then obviously you're a thief come to rob me of my hard-won riches. Sorry to disappoint you. Did you really think I would keep my valuables in such an obvious, unguarded place? Continue this a warning. I do not care for those who would poke their nose where it doesn't belong. Anyone caught practicing thievery in the town of East Haven shall answer to me. Cool. Okay.
How can I help?
I hope
Of
you learned
course.
your lesson.
Well met, friend, and welcome to my home. Make yourselves comfortable, but try not to break anything. Many of these curiosities that you see lying about have sentimental value.
Where'd you get all your... You've got a big collection.
Oh, they're all remembrances of my adventuring days. Little trinkets and the like that I picked up here and there. More keepsakes than valuables, really. Leftovers from my days of fortune and glory.
Looks to me like you've had your share of glory, if not fortune.
Oh, I've seen my share of fortune as well, rest assured. I've beheld more treasure than most kings, I'd wager. But it wasn't for coins that I fought and bled all those years. It was for something grander, more powerful than mere riches. Adventuring is something that is in your blood, not in your purse.
There we go. The medicine's beginning to work. I know because the snot's coming out in big, gooey globs. Yuck. Where'd I put it? There's a thing over here. Whoa. I'm going to mute my mic for a bit and clear that out. There we go. That shouldn't be a problem anymore. I love this medicine. It's the best allergy medicine I've ever found, but it's... Oh, but it goes, you know, oh god, it burns. Now I'm all cloggy. Now I hack, and now snot comes boiling out of my nose in big globs. And now it's done, and I'm clean and clear for like 12 hours with no drowsiness or nothing. It's wonderful. I just need to remember to do it, you know, an hour before I have to do anything. Well said. I, too, heed a call to adventure.
Indeed. Well then, this might interest you. I'm putting together an expedition of sorts, one which would surely provide opportunities for both fortune and glory. This is the business I wish to speak to you about.
Cool, tell me more.
We've received word from Kaldahar, our neighbors to the south, that evil forces are stirring nearby in the spine of the World Mountains. I am organizing and leading a party from Easthaven south to Kaldahar Valley to investigate. You look to be capable enough. Perhaps you'd like to join us. What say you?
Sounds exciting.
Excellent. Glad to have you on board. I plan to assemble the rest of the expedition and set out for Kaldahar within a few days.
Sounds like a plan.
With storms brewing in the mountains, I'd rather we depart sooner. But there are matters that require my attention here about town.
What sort of matters? Can we help?
Actually, now that I think about it, maybe you can help. Pomab, the local shopkeeper, has recently expressed concern over the rapidly thinning stock of his store.
Okay.
He's been complaining that the regular caravan from Caer Dineval is long overdue, and that if they don't arrive soon, he's sure to be out of business. Now, normally I take Pomab's whining with a grain of salt, but with heavy snows on the way, it would be best to make sure that caravan makes it through.
So what do you want me to
I
do?
want you to find that caravan. Leave town by way of the South Bridge and scout the hills west of Loch Dinnershire, between Easthaven and Caer Dineval. Caravans always stick close to the shoreline this time of year. Once you find it, see the caravan safely to Easthaven. In the meantime, I'll assemble the rest of the expedition and make the final plans for our journey. Return here as quickly as you can. We must make for Kaldahar Pass while the weather is favorable. Good luck. Safe journey.
Farewell. Okay. Oh, let's go rest up so that Vinny can have his heals back. And then
Very well.
we will do exactly that. And actually, we have more money, don't we? We have 191. How about before we go there, we see if there's any healing potions to buy from the asshole over here. From Mr. It's not sacrifice, it's a waste. Cool. Let's check out Mr. It's not sacrifice, it's a waste. See if he has any heal potions. Because if we can do that, we can
Of course.
lay off of... If we can lay
Your
off of
journey
the
has
unit.
brought you to this temple again. What is it you want?
Yeah, you have some healing potions. Let us buy a healing potion. Cool. That heals 8 hit points. That heals 9. That's cheaper than that. Also cures intoxication. Okay. Well, and what's this do? Poison. So let's grab one of those in case we need it. Cool. Do we have anything to sell here? Go buy. Sure, you can have that spear, fella. You can have this short bow and scribbled note. That does not bring us up to another potion of healing. That's unfortunate. That would be really nice to have a raised dead scroll, but we have one potion of healing, one antidote. That'll have to do. And I suppose... So let's see, we'll give these potions to... Are you carrying the potion bag? You're carrying the potion bag. So we'll put that in there. We don't need to have it. Because I don't think we need these potions right away. Good. And it's time to go
Of course.
Or for the recovery. Because we want to have Vinny's heals all prepped. And I know it's not the best use of a druid to do heals, but I feel that having the heals is going to be
It shall be done.
good thing, at least until we can get a wand or something to handle it. I mean, a wand of Cure Light Wounds is your best healer. But I don't think we have access to those wands. I don't know if those wands exist in 2nd edition, which means that we need to... I'm going to emphasize Vinny's healing for now. Let's get a room. Peasant room is plenty. Let's head out for that caravan. It's nightfall.
It shall be done.
No way that can go badly.
Your command?
Let's...
Yes.
We'll do our standard file here, and we'll split out to our battle formation on our way out.
Very well.
Good job, you two. Here we go. Okay, here's the pass.
Of course.
Let me take a moment here. Gameplay. Auto pause. Center. Triggered. Let's do those. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw all the auto pauses on. Speaking of the auto pauses, there's a wolf. Everyone should be fine to...
Are you ready for me?
Round end. That's probably not needed, but let's keep it for now. That is definitely not needed. There we go. Alright, there's more wolves. Isabel's target is gone.
You
Great.
want me?
Isabel, will you pick up that target?
I'm here. On it.
Dog, you can shoot.
It shall be done.
Rowlet,
Speak your mind.
will you guys get that target?
May I help?
I want you to kind of step to hold your position, Vinny. Okay. Take it. Vinny's attacked. Vinny, step back.
Gladly.
You're my healer. We need you. Rowland's being attacked. That's fine. Vinny, hold. Great. Rowland, did you move over? Okay.
How can I help?
I thought you would change your target immediately.
How may I best serve?
Gods grant me strength.
Wonderful.
Your
Okay.
command?
So, Vinny, I was trying to avoid what just happened there. That's fine. So, no treasure.
Of course.
Just experience. Okay. Let's go up this way. Looks like there's nothing over here. Yeah. So we're going this way. Okay. So some wolves. Okay, you know what? We'll keep our formation here.
Ready
Get our
and
ranged
willing.
fellow, our ranged people on the fire,
Yes.
and be ready,
Let's spill some blood.
because that guy looks dangerous. Go ahead and shoot.
Yes?
And charge.
Speak your mind.
Very
It shall be
nice.
done.
Take some stuff. Come out here. We have a caravan. Okay, we're gonna position ourselves to face down that way. There's a cave. Great, there's a cave. Is this the extent of the map? That's the extent of the map. There's a cave. Okay. Well, I guess we're going into a cave. And I guess we're gonna shoot at those orcs.
What is it you require? Yes.
No, I don't want to. Don't yes me. I don't know if I want to launch the other missile right away at them.
Yes.
Hold off in case we see someone stronger. Vinny, I don't want you to charge in. I want you to hold
No
back
trouble
a
at
little
all.
To. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, you
You
need
to
me?
shoot at that one in the back.
At your
You do the
service.
same.
I will
Vinny,
assist you in any way possible.
let's let them get into position there. Okay.
How can I help?
You guys take them.
May I
Vinny,
help? I don't mind.
now I think. Oh,
Your
looks
command?
like they took that one down.
Gods grant me strength.
You can,
How may I best serve?
Vinny, you can come in now. Okay.
Yes?
So everyone's there. Let's
It shall be done.
form up. We got some treasure. Very nice. Okay. So, I don't think I ever got this far as a kid. I think as a kid, the wolves outside were what consistently wrecked me. Let's see. Okay. So these guys, not too terrible. I
Yes.
still want Vinny to hold
No
back
trouble at
because
all.
we need his heals.
Speak your mind.
Keep
I will
going.
assist you in any way possible. I don't mind.
Seriously.
Bring it
Feel
on!
Von Bergerberg kicked ass.
How can I help?
Way to kick ass.
I'm here.
Yes! Watch me work!
Let's spill some blood.
Okay.
May I
Vinny,
help?
time to get on it. That's right.
Your command? Yes?
While we're out of here, Vinny. Where's that? Is this cure disease? Lay on hands. Let's just keep
Speak
Vinny
your
propped
mind.
up.
Very well.
All these crappy little weapons. Hey, ducats are ducats. At this point, we don't really have to worry about inventory management as much. Okay. So, orcs, eh? These are, yeah. These are the orcs we heard rumors of.
Let's spill some
victory.
blood.
Hey there, Orc Elite.
Yes.
You look like a perfect target for that. And for
You want me?
all
I'm
ranged
here.
people.
Ready.
Rephrase.
And willing.
You look like a perfect orc.
What is it you
Perfect
require?
target for all of our ranged stuff.
How may I best
Vinny,
serve?
let's make
No
sure
trouble
you
at
are back
all.
a little. Okay.
How can I help?
Keep that.
Yes.
You... Can I get you to sling at some of these people? Thanks, Vinny.
Gods grant me strength. Your command?
autopause, I think, can be settled, but I kind of like it. It's a little disorienting, but I like that we're pausing every time we're attacked, so that I know that, hey, people are getting attacked. So that guy's going towards Rowland.
I will assist you in any way possible.
Towards him.
At your
You need to
service.
be going towards him.
Hey, you need me?
Yes.
And you guys are going towards him. Cool.
Yes?
Let's go for him.
Speak your mind.
I think you need to face the shaman. Okay, I guess you can start heading that way.
How can I help?
And I'm betting you can go to get him.
I'm here.
You can shoot
Right.
at that guy.
Yes!
Shoot at that guy.
May I help?
Let's get into a
Gladly.
position where we can get anyone who needs help. Cool. You, I guess, can shoot at that guy.
Your
Rowland.
command?
No, wait, Rowland, you're after that guy. So you shoot him. There we go. You, Rio, you're the one who finished up. You go
How may
there.
I best serve?
I guess I'll have you shoot down there,
You want me?
and then everyone else can
I'm
have a
here.
focus fire over here.
Yes.
This person's going to be the one who's going to die. Target gone.
Ready.
I
Yes.
guess we're going to
Yes.
focus
What
fire
is it
on
you
Rowland's
require?
target because Rowland's not hitting him. And Rio is going to do that. Okay, so I think as far as auto pause is concerned, we don't need attacked. Injured, hit, injured, death, that's good. And I like target destroyed because that lets me reassign targets. So
Yes.
everybody, gang up on that last dude. Rio, you actually got hit. No, not Rio, Rowland. Looks like Rio killed him. Right? Nope, Ikeo von Murderbird did. Good job, Ikeo. So,
Very well.
that's that fight done. More stuff to grab. Ikeo,
Oh, easy enough.
you should check out this.
Right.
This looks like where we might find something valuable. This looks like where we might find disappointment.
Yeah, on it.
Still. Get it all.
Speak your mind. Very well.
No.
I will assist you in any... Gladly.
And we'll send
I'm here.
you over
Yes.
there. Well,
How can I help?
more orcs. Problem solved. Okay,
Of course.
everyone, group up.
You want me? Very well.
Hi there, orc.
May I help?
Where were you
Gladly.
when your buddies were getting all murdered?
Your command?
Does this just keep on going? It looks like this keeps on going. So let's see, is there a treasure down here? Let's have somebody go get the
At
treasure
your-
that's
yes.
down here that is unlikely to be directly guarded. Watch that there's an orc right here that's like, oh, Dresden, you're dead. Some gems and a spell. Seems like stuff for the scroll case. gems for the gem bag.
Yes?
Okay. So there's a bit more here
Of course.
than I thought there would be. We're going to keep on trying to take everything until it doesn't let us take anything else. Hey, everybody.
To the pain.
There's an orc to smack.
I'm here.
All right,
Ready.
Let's have Isabella
Right.
do some stuff up.
Speak your mind. Very well.
Okay, so he's full up. So Rowland
How can I? Very well.
can't fit anything else in his bag.
Your command?
Man.
It shall be
Let's check
done.
this way first. And I feel like we blew our
Prepare
magic
yourself.
a little early. Let's just keep everyone focused, except
How may I
Yeah.
best
some of our
serve?
ranged people shoot at the shot. What is that? Curse. Great. In that case,
Yes?
everybody focus fire.
Yes.
Jenny, do you have anything to help with this? Not really. Okay.
God.
It is a shame that we must resort to violence.
Dresden, your target's gone.
Speak
Great.
your mind.
Everyone keep on focusing here.
I will
Jenny,
assist you in
let's
any
keep
way
Prepare
possible.
yourself.
ready if the need arises.
How can I help? It shall be done.
Screw you and your curse. Rio, you got some stuff to pick up. Do we have any clue when this curse fades off? No. Yes, no.
Your command?
So,
Very well.
99, 100. Okay. Okay. The answer is then. It fades off then. So it's not a super big deal for a curse. Sure, that looks like treasure. Hi, that looks like dude.
God
Watch
grant
me
me strength.
Good
Your
job,
life
I feel
is
Von
forfeit.
Berger.
May I help?
Okay. We need to get the heals to Rio.
Huh?
Rio, you need to pull
Ah.
off. Okay.
Huh?
Rio, get back to it.
Yes?
This time, actions must speak louder than words.
That's why we have the heals all prepared. That's why we normally try to have Vinny get in a little closer than he's optimally designed. Oh, we have a magical ring.
Speak your mind. Of course.
And we're also out of healing. So let's save. Because I'm concerned this may be the big fight coming and we've used all of our magic. Wait, is this really just back the way we came? A couple of orcs? Really? Are we really out
Yes.
of magic? Yes.
How may I
Got an
best
entanglement
serve?
spell.
God grant me strength.
I don't think we need it.
How can I help? It shall be done.
Yes.
we'll go ahead and we'll entangle that fella because
Your command?
I'm here.
Hey, you need
What
me?
is it you require? Come
Let's
then.
do
Let us begin.
Fear I am wounded. Yes? It shall be done.
okay, we just need to pull Rowland out of there real quick. And for everybody
Assist you.
else,
Yes.
At your service.
Speak your mind.
cool. So, in hindsight, this spell was not what we wanted to. So, you're all hurt up.
It shall be done.
Well, let's get everyone out of that, please. Okay. Now we need to wait for Rowland to get out of it. Okay. I forgot. Oh, okay. Entangle works just the way I remember it, and it's awesome. And situation. It's great when you can see people coming and can lay it out. Okay. So can I rest here? No. Okay. I think maybe we should head outside and rest.
How can I help? Your command?
No, wait. That's
It shall be done.
We don't need to do that. We took that so that we didn't need to do it. I planned ahead.
Yes? Of course.
I planned ahead.
May I help? I don't mind.
I planned ahead.
Ah!
See.
Speak your
money,
mind. It
not
shall be
life.
done.
Now we can push onward. Without resting. With no
Let's
spells.
show some
working.
blood.
Anything.
How may I best serve?
This is where that entangle spell would have been very good.
Crush you to goo!
Okay.
How
So
can
let's
I
get
help?
everyone focused first on you.
Yes.
Let's get
Ready.
archers.
And
I'm
willing.
here.
Archers. And wizards at some of these guys.
Fear I am wounded. Your command?
So you're all sorts of fucked. We'll smite evil on them. We'll switch our archers to. We'll
Yes.
have these guys at them. Leo, can I bring you to them too? Okay. Rowland's. Let's focus fire on them. If we have to spend money on one resurrection, that's good. Okay. So that orc is down.
Let's spill some blood.
Rio's in trouble. Vinny,
Assist you in any way possible.
play interference. Well,
Yes.
everyone else
Hey, you
What
need
is it
me?
you require?
focuses on that
You
guy.
want a taste of this?
Okay.
May I help?
Play interference.
I'm here.
Yes.
At your service.
Shoot the people who are right there. We get enough money from this that we can raise dead those two.
How may I best serve?
Keep going on that one. Okay, focus fire. Don't die, Vinny.
Avenge me.
Well, shit. Okay. So, this is a thing. Do we have to carry them back? Oh gods, we do. Okay.
You want me?
You've gained a level. So that's good at least. Not really taking advantage of your scouting. Okay.
Ready and willing. Right.
Let's see what we've got going on here. Caravan contract. We'll read that later. So we've got all of our treasure and such in a couple of piles over there. Let's get as much as we can carry into these people.
Yes,
So you're full
yes.
Hmm. As you wish.
We'll get as much as we can carry into these people. And hopefully, we can make enough money. So you're over.
I'm here.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're overweight. Crap. Okay, you're not overweight anymore.
What is it? Yes.
I gotcha. On it.
Let's grab whatever you can carry here. Magic ring and necklace for sure. Okay. So
I'm
everyone's
here.
full.
Right.
We have some heals we need to do. And it's a pity that Vinny died because, oh god. If Vinny hadn't died, we probably could have carried everything back and been relatively well off. Hopefully these Raise Dead spells don't carry too many drawbacks. I could reload and do it again, but I'm not going to. I'm going to live with my foolishness. You know what? No, I'm not going to live with my foolishness. I made a save here for a reason. Because I knew that that was a bad idea.
How can I help?
So I'm not going
Your
to live with
command?
the consequences of my choices. I made a save specifically so I wouldn't have to. Is it derpy, mean, cruel? I love the little dots running. Probably.
Of course.
It's probably horrendous, but I'm gonna live with it. Also, this, dear Kingmaker people, is how you do a cave. I know it's unnaturally large, but it makes everything clean and easy to see, and you don't feel crapped. So we're gonna rest. Yay, we have all our
Very
spells
well.
back.
Of course.
Okay. Which means we're
Yes.
going to be able to throw an entangle back there and retreat. And that's going to help us get into a position where hopefully only like the ogre is coming at us and we can handle them a little bit more straightforwardly. Okay. So,
May I help?
Vinny,
No trouble at all.
can you sneak forward here? Great. That's not what I want. I want you to get down. I want you to launch your entangle in that back corner there.
You don't know how much I can blast.
And now, GTFO. Okay.
Speak your mind.
Everyone else, we have a target here. Hit him.
What is it you
And
require?
you start throwing chromatic orbs at the ogre.
How may I best serve?
Now that you're back here. You know what? No. Now that you're back here.
No trouble at all.
How can I help?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Yes.
Focus on this next one.
At your
Where's the
service.
There's the ogre. You keep throwing spells at the ogre.
It is a shame that you must resort to violence.
Cool.
Your command?
You want me?
Keep focusing on them.
I will assist you in any way possible.
Do it too. Let's get these guys
Your
down.
life is
Crush you. Crush you to goo. May I help?
I suppose now
Ready.
start focus
Hey,
firing
Willing.
on the ogre.
Yes?
You can keep focusing on that.
Your
Bring it
life
on!
is full.
Okay, and go to R. So that's the ogre. So I guess at this point we go ogre.
Avenge me.
Oh shit! They were shooting at Vinny. Crap. Now we have to do this without our healing.
Speak your mind.
So everyone, focus on the ogre.
Fear I am wounded. How can I help?
You have your Neon Hands. Neon Hands yourself. And then Smite Evil the Ogre.
Your command?
Okay, never mind. I should have Smite Evil the Ogre earlier. Everyone, focus fire. Now the bad things are happening. I did not realize they were still attacking Vinny. Otherwise I would have had Vinny heal himself. Okay. Let's keep this focus fire going. Good. Okay, but we've only lost 2 people this time. I say, with 1 more person left in this fight. That entangle, it didn't seem worth shit. That's unfortunate. Even an entangle over here. Yeah, that entangle did fuck all. Okay. The hope had been that
Yes. Yes.
the hope had been
Yes!
that our
Here I go.
Okay. You need to get that for that. That for that. Oh yeah, I forgot I had an alarm set. Let me turn that off. I needed some alarms last weekend and I forgot I had them set. Okay. That was an irrelevant alarm. So we get that done.
I'm here. Here I go.
Okay. So
Yes.
the
It shall be done.
entangle did not work. Okay, let's drop that for a moment. We're gonna need to finagle a little more. So you've got all of that. Is there any more treasure we had here? Yes. And I think that contract's going to be important. So I guess we'll put that away to take that. Can I put that in the scroll case? I can! Hooray! Okay. So you've got the most strength here. So let's drop that. You that. Okay, then we'll give you that. You that. You that. Inventory's full. So we'll give you that. You drop it, and you can give her that. And then inventory full, inventory full, inventory full. We'll take that, and we'll leave those extra bullets, I guess. So, everyone except for that.
I'm here.
Let's have you go
Very well.
here. Okay. I really do want to carry that, so let's. We're gonna have to drop. That's not relevant. Drop some of that nonsense, I guess. Oh God, I can't bring to abandon so much for the sake of carrying this. Anyone with some spare carry capacity? You have it. Can I have you carry it? Yes, I can. Okay. Wish I knew how much these were worth. I'll see what I can. Take what we can here. Drop extra bolts. Those are Vinny's bolts. It's over. Let's bring one of Vinny's bolts back here. We'll drop that spare bit, and we'll grab another one of Vinny's bolts. So we have Vinny's bolts floating around. Okay. This I am willing.
You want me?
To live with. That is an outcome I'm willing to live with. Yeah, we'll pile this into fine traps. It's probably going to be more of your job. Oh, let's head back to town. Bring Vinny back to life. Bring Rowland back to life. Hawk a bunch of stuff. That was painful. It was entirely avoidable. If I had had Vinny cast the spell. But I'm like, okay, Vinny's safe, let's hold back and use him if we need him. And then all of a sudden, arrow in Vinny's face. Oh yeah, they're shooting at Vinny because he pulled aggro. Maybe I shouldn't have the druid pull aggro. Maybe next time I should have Vinny and Rowland head down, Rowland step in, pull aggro, Vinny step around and throw the entanglement, and we'll go from there. So, first things first, I think we have enough to get at least one here. Let's go there. We'll go there first. Watch as everybody doops through the map. So yeah, this game is just about as hard as I remember it. Okay. I don't remember that orc and that ogre, so I don't think I got there. I think I died before there. It was either the wolves or that first room of trolls. I'm still bad at video games, though. Hey. Hey there, old buddy, old friend.
Your journey has brought you to this temple again. What is it you want?
It has. We, full hit points. Okay. Let's put all this money into resurrection. Spray's dead here. Oh. I could have saved money.
may I best serve?
Because I can go. Or I can do heal. Apparently I wasted
very
one of my
well.
heals. That's fine. So everyone's back. We've got most of the equipment. Let's get some stuff back to the people who need it. And where's a long sword? Someone's got a long sword. Where's a long sword? Short sword. Long sword. Shield. Dark spit. Quarter staff. Bolts. Anyone got a sling? Did we just say fuck it, no sling? I guess we said fuck it, no sling. We need to get a new sling. That's fine. We're just on our way to full nabs now, so that's cool. We have the spare helmet. There you go. Anyone else have a spare helmet? There's a spare helmet. I guess we're gonna give that a penny. Along with our potion bag that I could have put the potion into. Hey! I'm gonna put that potion on Vinny's bar so Vinny can potion in battle if he gets hit.
Of course.
That seems like a far wiser course of action. Okay, so here we go, party. Let's go sell some stuff, and then we gotta talk. Then let's read our note, and then talk to Hrothgar about it. That note seems important. Oh, Pomab, we need to sell some stuff. We made a whole lot of money, and then we spent it all bringing people back to life. So we have a bunch of shit for you. We also have a ring that we need to identify. We can identify it ourselves. Aikio has that spell. Nope. And we'll sell you all of this crap. And all of this crap. I think there may be a gem inside the gem bag to pull out. And there's a scroll inside the scroll case that I may want to sell. I'll give some thought to it. Okay. So let's check out. In the scroll case, we have protection from... So we need to get these out. This is protection from petrification. Okay, we'll keep that. It's going to be worth a lot, but we'll keep it. And then got a couple of gems here to pull out. Okay. There's some gems for you. So we're like way not where we were. Still nowhere near Katana land. If we didn't have to heal, we would have been. Okay. So let's head to the inn, check things out, rest to get Identify prepped for Aikio, and
very well.
We'll go from there. Okay. So we need to go to our spells. Aikio. You're not using any of these things very well. I am not exploiting my magical capabilities.
Of course.
Hey, Quimby. We would like to rent a peasant's room for a night. And while we were in there, we would read this note. Okay. A contract of some sorts. Balin, deliver these 5 crates of supplies to the Emporium in East Haven. Make sure to get a fair price from that unscrupulous Kalashite weasel, Pomab. Use the profit to acquire 3 barrels of uncarved scrimshaw from Gaspers. There in East Haven, return to Caer Danville with the 3 barrels, and you shall have your agreed-upon payment. Keep your eyes to the tundra. There have been reports of orcs in the hills outside of East Haven. It might be wise to use your advance payment to hire some caravan guards. Safe journeys, Elymas Galloway of Caer Danville. I'm going to copy that into our journal. Okay,
Speak your mind.
We'll probably see if we can't sell it. Now, let's take a moment here. Hi there. Right there. We have a ring to identify. Oh, that's right. I have to take off the armor. Ring of Lesser Resistance. Save versus spell +2. Not usable by a Wizard Slayer. Okay. I want to get Aikyo a katana. So, let's go see what that's worth. First, Aikyo.
Hey, you need me?
We're gonna rest again.
How can I help? Very well.
If Aikyo gets a katana, then we could, in principle, move her to a front line.
Of course.
And have her take off her armor, cast the mirror spell, put the armor back on, and run into combat. Let's hit out Pomabs, see what we can sell here, as far as this information is concerned.
Very well.
We have some stuff that we would like to sell you. Caravan contract, we cannot sell you. Okay. 250 gold. That will not take us up there, so rather than sell it, we will give it to, I think, Vinny. I want Vinny to be kept alive, so he can keep everyone else alive, so we'll put it on Vinny. It's totally not because Vinny was my character and all the others came from my darn dirty players who can die in a fire. No. It's because he's the cleric and I want to keep the cleric alive. Okay.
Very well.
We've got some bad news here, Hrothgar.
Oh, good. You've returned. What news of the caravan from Caer Danville?
So the orcs attacked and killed everyone. We killed the orcs, and the supplies are safe within the cave.
Strange. It is not usual for orcs to be so brazen as to attack caravans so close to town. I wonder if it is the anticipation of the coming winter that is driving their actions, or if it is something more.
This is a Western-style RPG from the golden age of RPGs. Obviously, it's something more, man.
In any case, at least we can still retrieve the supplies, thanks to you. You've proven yourself to be quite capable. I'm glad you've decided to come along with us to Kuldahar.
Thank you. When do we leave?
We still have preparations to make before we can depart for Kuldahar. Take this list of supplies to Pomab's Emporium across town.
Okay, cool.
While you're there, you might outfit yourselves with whatever gear you think you may need. Return here when you are packed and ready to go.
Yay! So let's check out. How far are we from leveling? Pretty far. You didn't get any shares of the XP when you were dead. Same with you. You're also far from leveling, because you're splitting between 2 classes. Same with you. You're getting close to leveling. You've leveled. Because you're landing the kills. I got the feeling Isabel's going to be our power person. Okay. So we're going to go to Pomab's and get what we need. Except I think what we need is going to be mostly
it shall be
healing.
done.
So we're actually going to go to the temple. Hey, temple. Hey, we might actually want to sell that. Do I sell the ring for healing items? So this is +2 save versus spell. So that's going to be 10% better chance of saving, generally speaking. That's a way oversimplification, but sort of that's what it represents. That's what I understand, right? It's a plus 10%, not plus 2%. How frequently am I going to need to save versus spells? I think we will...
Of course.
Not.
Your journey has brought you to this temple again. What is it you want?
I would like to get a few more potions of healing. That was the potion of healing that we... Okay. I would like as many as we can grab, which is apparently 2. That's very sad, because it's so close, so close. Anything else that I could get for just a few more? The supply list I need. I could dump the bag in the case, which would take me up there. I could sell the ring. The ring would get me... So it's 67 each. Let's see. So that means... Let's round that up to 70. So we got 250. 7 dice, that's 3 more. And that'll leave me 40 left. And then another one, because we can eat the difference. So that'd be 4 more potions for the ring. No, I'm gonna live with we're gonna live with what we got. Whoa. I can remove that. Cool. So we're gonna live with what we've got. We're gonna get these potions again to Vinny. I'm going to give him the 2. We're going to give Rowland 1, so Rowland can drink it in an emergency. We don't need this contract anymore. We've copied it, right? We'll throw it in the scroll case in case we need it later. We can always ditch it if we don't. And then it's time to go to Pomap's. I don't think Pomap's going to have anything new to worry about, but if he does... Yeah, because we're not going to be able to get that katana. God, that katana is so freaking expensive. Why did I give Aikio a katana? Because Aikio was a kind of Asian stereotype character, so she would use a katana.
Very well.
First, I'd like to buy something. Do we have anything here? Okay. So we have a little bit of extra cash. Let's go ahead and get cool helmets for people. Stand out from one another quickly on the screen, and I can keep their position. And I'll regain the bullets that we lost. You've got the spare arrow. You can stack your arrows, so we don't need any more arrows. Yeah. Cool. And no one else can wear really good armor. Right. You can. But you're already wearing really good armor, if I remember. So, good. We'll do a little more inventory management because hi, my name's Kit. I do inventory management. You're fine with that. We'll snap you off there. We'll come to here for the stacking. There we go. Maybe we do need a few more arrows. Yeah, we need a few more arrows, I think. A few more bolts here. Okay. Let's get ourselves... You know what? We'll get ourselves... There we go there. And then here. Get that filled up. There we go. We'll fill you up too, because we can. We also need to get a new sling for you because we left your sling out in the cave. And we should sell those spare helmets for the buckets of ducats they are. Oh yeah, we have to sell them one at a time because they're in different inventories. Okay, now we also have this supply list. Thank you for the extra experience, Pomab.
It shall be done.
Bye, kids. Bye, kids.
It shall be done.
I think we're ready to go.
There you are. All is set. The others are assembling as we speak. Are you ready to leave as well?
I am, although I have some thing bothering me in my ear, so let me grab that and get that done. Then we will be ready to go. Let us be off.
So it was that the Patchwork Militia set off from East Haven, bound for the troubled village of Kaldahar, with the party of strangers in tow. On they traveled, across the windswept tundra of the Dale, through the foothills of the spine of the world, and upwards on the steep and treacherous trails of the Kaldahar Pass. Eager to seek out the evil that threatened the pass, they did not expect it to find them first. High upon the cliffs of the pass, a band of frost giants had prepared an ambush. Hurling boulders and dislodging massive outcroppings of rock and snow, the giants sparked an avalanche that thundered down the mountainside and crashed down upon the heads of the unsuspecting expedition. Those fortunate enough to survive the avalanche pulled themselves free of the mountain of snow and bodies that now barred the way back to East Haven. Battered and disheartened by the loss of their comrades, the survivors had little choice but to continue on to Kaldahar, alone.
So I chuckle a little bit every time I hear Kaldahar. The voice in my head goes, "Don't you mean Kandahar?" And I'm like, this is too icy to be Afghanistan. I don't know, Afghanistan's like in the mountains. So maybe there's parts that are. I don't know. I've never been to Afghanistan. Hermit, merciful gods, you're lucky to be alive. Are you alright? Anything broken? No, we're not alright. Half the damn mountain fell on top of our expedition. I know, I saw the whole thing. I was dozing off in my cave over yonder when I felt the ground shake and heard a rumble something fierce. I stepped inside just in time to see it come crashing down. It's a good thing you ran forward instead of back like the others, poor bastards. One thing's for sure, I'm not digging the bodies out. I'm gonna have to wait till the snows melt. Well, we're touched by your concern for our comrades. Do you know the way to Kaldahar? Kaldahar? Why would you want to go to that miserable little burg? Nothing there but a big tree and a bunch of shacks and lean-tos. It's an eyesore. All we've asked for is directions. Can you help us out? I suppose it won't hurt you. Follow east through the valley. Kaldahar lies behind the old mill. Keep your guard up. There are goblins everywhere. Gobbos! Yay! These are going to be old D&D gobbos, not Pathfinder gobbos. They're going to be... not... So, no... And lots of... I got excited. I like goblins. Thank you for your help. Cool. I suppose we should hit here. Save. Gobbos! How big's this map? Pretty sizable.
Very well.
We don't have any healing backwards, so let's be a little bit patient and careful moving forward. Hi, Gabo.
Yes.
Get you out of the way, please.
Your command? Yes?
Okay, let's focus fire. We shouldn't need any spells for the Gabo. Apparently, we will.
Yes.
Throw a heal on him.
Speak your mind.
Ready.
I'm here.
What is it you
willing.
require?
You want to taste this?
Great.
I will assist you in any way
Can you
possible.
take this out and smack that guy?
How can I help?
Thank you.
Let us
As
begin.
possible.
And
It shall be done.
back up into formation there. It looks like Vinny just gibbed the Gabo. That's not very nice. Why are you at the front? Isabel. Should be like that, yes. There we go. Do it right, please. And as usual, we'll start with loading down Rio, because Rio can take it. Not Rio, Raul. Great. So, oh, and there's something back there. Go fetch it.
Here I go.
Your command?
Okay. So, east is the direction to Kaldahar. We've down one.
Of course.
One heal. No, let's not explore. Let's get to the town because there's going to be like healers and such in the town.
Hey, you need me?
You're
On
not
it.
supposed to be up front.
Yes? It shall be done.
Why are people behaving so oddly? Oh, there's a Gabo. Let's get ourselves default there.
Yes.
Little line. You
Yes.
Yes.
free
On
up
it.
here.
At your
in case
service.
they try
It
to
shall be done.
analyze. Okay.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Looks like it's an arrow time.
You
To
want
the
a taste
page.
of this?
Oh well. So much for that.
Speak your mind.
We're gonna have to go up there to get him. It's gonna
Very
be here
well.
still when we get done down the other way. So let's just cross east and then we'll come back once we've confirmed the town, where the town is. Okay. We've got some
Your
goblins.
command is as
Yes.
painless as possible. This time, actions must speak louder than words.
You want me?
How about range
Yes.
people shoot at that one?
Your
Bring it
life is forfeit.
We'll grab that one.
How can I help?
This is a bit of a brawl.
You
I'll
want a
make
taste
this
of
as
this?
painless as
Ready.
possible.
Hey, you
What
need
is it
me?
you
Seems that
require?
our range people are more
You
consistent
want a taste
than
of
our
this?
melee people. Yeah. There we go.
Your command?
Melee
I
folk. Smack that one.
Yes.
Yes.
At your
It is
service.
a shame that we must resort to violence.
Okay.
Yes?
This is wrong.
How may I best
So if we
serve?
go hit that guy.
I'm here.
I'm here.
To victory.
And
Speak your mind.
Yes.
we just
It is a
keep
shame
on
that we must resort to violence.
drawing more violence. Okay.
You want me?
Yes.
Who do we have going on over here? We have a ranged guy there.
Let's spill some
Go
blood.
exchange. Let the melee people come to the melee guys.
How can I help?
Assist you in any way possible.
Vinny, you're apparently killing everybody right now.
Victory.
Yeah, I keep saying Vinny auto.
It is a shame that we must resort to violence.
Good job, Vinny.
Ready.
Hey,
What is it
need
you
me?
require?
IQ.
Come then, let us begin.
That was a round one kill.
Your command?
Seems that
It shall be
goblins
done.
are there, so let's line up. Okay.
At your service.
Yes.
Send IQ
On
back.
it.
Pick up stuff back here. As much as we can, at least. It's all crap. But for the time being, let's not turn our noses up at crap.
Yes? It shall be done.
I'm here.
Put IQ right on top
Right.
of some more crap. IQ's fill up on crap. Okay.
Speak your mind.
Well,
Of
then,
course.
here's some crap here for you. I guess we'll run you around this way. You're full up on crap. Okay. Rio, your crap turn. So far, this has not been too terrible.
How can I help?
So according to this, we're right on the edge of the map. So if I were to
It shall be done.
cross this bridge, I imagine we would see... No, we wouldn't. Yes, we would. Okay, so there's the way out. We are not in need of the way
It shall
out
be done.
yet, so...
Your command? Of course.
Let's push a little further. There's some people across there to grab. Let's go back towards the center. This corpse here. And that guy.
To victory.
And we have a
A
goblin
taste
marker.
of this. Yes.
Yes.
Let's do that shooting.
What is it you require?
This goblin marshal seems like a guy we can throw.
Yes?
Does that?
May I help?
At your service.
Speak your mind.
And let's all focus on that last goblin. Great. I see some treasure.
I'm here.
Akio's
As
all
you
full
wish.
up, so we can go check the treasure. Healing potions. I like
How can I
healing
help?
potions.
Very well.
I'm not round
Your
them.
command? Very well.
How may I best serve? No trouble at all.
Vinny, I guess. And I suppose we can do some inventory management. We'll just grab everything. Okay, so Vinny is actually full up with all these battle axes. So we have to catch a couple. Yeah, Vinny's not particularly strong.
Yes?
Okay,
It shall be done.
that's all of the treasure here. Really? There's more treasure here. No game, there is.
Speak your mind.
Okay. So we've hit that. We can cross this way. There's probably going to be more.
Very well.
I suppose we should focus on it because, again, we haven't really taken much in the way of hits and damage. We've only used one offensive spell, one heal. We just got a new potion. I guess we'll give to Rio. Right, everyone who has potions has potions.
Yes, it shall be done.
How can I help?
Yes.
Vinny, you can probably
Gladly.
get somewhere in the barrel. Potion. Vinny, we're having good luck here.
Your command?
Looks like the dead dog has been partially eaten.
Very well.
Hello, Goblin Marshal. It looks like you're looting and pillaging the mill. I'm not pillaging the mill. Some of my men are. What do you expect? We have no food, and we don't understand why we were called here. Called here? It's like gnawing in my stomach when I'm hungry. I must have eaten everything in this pass, and it won't let me be. Why can't I make it stop? Maglubiet, make it end. Very well.
Are you ready for it?
We can do that for you.
Yes.
Do that for you very much. Okay.
Of
I guess
course.
we'll find out what's inside the mill. Probably more goblins. Are you serious? You orcs. I don't have much gold to give. Okay. So, Ulagar, we have some orcs. So I guess we're going to focus on Ulagar.
Are you ready for it?
Aikio's in trouble. Aikio is
This
really in
time,
trouble.
actions must speak louder than words.
Let's kill our way in so that we can heal Aikio with Prowling Rise.
Hey, you need me?
Aikio, use that sword. Save some ammunition.
Speak your mind.
Bring it
Prepare
on!
yourself.
Yes!
And now you can swap back there.
How can I help? Of course.
So, yeah, that's right. We can't really do much. Let's try to get everyone over in the corner as best we can. Rio, you take what you can here. Saw a little magic thing. That's nice. Okay, so you're full up. Oh, we can go downstairs.
I
Cool.
will assist you in any way possible.
You're not full
Gladly.
up, but you're almost full up. Yeah, so you can't pass. So let's take a moment. Rio, will you pass light things over to him? Thank you.
Your command?
And let's see. So what do we have here? We have a scroll of blur. Put it in the scroll case. I don't think we need it right now. We have a wooden shorthorn. Can we get it to you? No. Why don't you pass that over to Vinny so you can carry the cool magic item and identify it later.
It shall be done.
Hi, Morgos.
Watch me work!
Aikio's in trouble again. Okay. Now if Aikio gets into trouble.
This
Watch me
time,
work!
actions must speak louder than words.
You
Come
want a taste
then,
of
let
this?
us begin.
Okay. Let's
It
go
shall be
here.
done.
What do we have have as far as... We have some treasures and a door. Cool.
Whatever you say.
Isabel, I
Yes.
think you're the one who's got plenty of space for stuff. Got some gems. Let's check boxes and things first. Throwing axes. Probably worth more than the trash. Gold. Cool. Now it's time to start cleaning up on trash. Because if we can carry it, we may as well. It's early game. Cool. Did we miss anything? So we have some stairs up there, and we have a door over here.
Yes, of course.
Check the door. Hello. Hello, Germsy. Shh. What are you doing in the closet? Hiding from goblins. They got Dad and Sister. Do not mourn too deeply. If they were pure of heart, they are in a better place. Justice will come to those who murdered them. Come with me and I shall find some help for you. I'll go to the temple. I know the way. Now that the goblins are dead, it's easy. Farewell, Jersey. R.I.P. Sad. We lost him.
Speak your mind.
We've got some leveling up to do. Yay! Rowlin. You've gained a level, Rowlin. And Vinny, you've gained a level. Which probably means... Yay. Let's keep going on the heals.
How can I help? It shall be done.
Other spells aren't being super great. Climb up here. More goblins!
Are you ready for me?
Let's dance.
Good job, Rio.
You want a taste of this?
Okay. So is there anything here but trash? It looks like it's just going to be trash.
May I help?
Isabel, you're on trash duty. If
Yes.
anyone's got good stuff, it'll be up here. And you're full up. But you have the big arrow slot, so let's... Okay, you're full up on arrows there. Let's just run you around real quick. Okay. We have a bunch of arrows all scattered across the place. So let's consolidate. As best we can, our arrows. Okay. So you're full on arrows. You're full on arrows. Okay. We have some arrows that we can pass off there. Good.
Your command?
What is it you
Go
require?
through.
Yes.
You go through first and pick up any arrows you see. Because you got a little arrow space.
I'm here. Right.
At your
Arrows over
service.
here too,
Yes.
Right. Okay. So,
Yes,
Rio, you can pick up some trash.
of course.
Pick up the trash. Okay, full on the
Speak
trash.
your mind. How can I help?
Rowlin, I think you've got
Very
some
well.
trash. You were who I said when I said
Your
Rowlin,
command? It shall be
away.
done.
Rio, pick up some trash. Okay. And then I think we're down to you.
As
pick
you
up
wish.
Trash. As much as you can.
Yes,
And then there's a little trash to
Yes.
pick up right there.
It shall be done.
speak your mind.
And I see no more things in here. Cool.
Of course.
We've gotten rid
It shall
of
be done.
all the goblins here. Good. Bye, gobos. Sorry, but you don't eat people. Eating people's bad.
Of course.
Okay.
What is it?
You
Yes.
first? No?
Help me. Gladly.
How can I help?
Yes. I don't mind.
At your service. Yes.
Okay.
I'm here.
You
I will assist
get
you
over
gladly.
Yes.
here. Now you two. Come upstairs. Don't dance in the corner.
Your command?
Thank
Of
you.
course.
So, there's some more area to explore,
It shall be done.
but it seems that the town is this way, and we are full. So let's go find a shop to sell things. Then we'll wander back and we'll do a little bit more exploration. Wait, we are full, right? Okay, you can carry a little bit more. Okay, we can carry a little bit more. So let's just see if we can't clear this out a little bit more. And this is mostly trash, so if we need to, we can just leave the stuff behind.
Prepare yourself.
So
May I help?
Can you take a look?
Gladly.
No. So Vinny can't actually carry
Yes?
anything else.
It shall
That's
be
all
done.
trash. We'll leave the trash. We don't need it. There's a building here. You're probably not trash. You're probably full of goblins. No, you got Greg. So let's save here, because this could turn out bad.
Very well.
Hi, Greg.
will smash your face!
I'm not doing anything to make your head hurt. What's wrong with your head? No, walk here from cave, need answer call. Thou cannot, the head, it hurts. I don't think that's a very good idea. Good luck, I guess.
Bring it on!
What is it you
We'll make the
require?
pain go away.
Speak your mind.
Press you to go!
It shall be done.
At your service.
I think we can pass that to you. Wait, no, we can't. You're full. We can pass that to you. Okay, you're not full.
How can I help?
So what did we have in here? Nothing. Okay.
Very well.
So we just murdered that poor innocent
Of course.
ogre? It says Faerun. There's no such thing as an innocent ogre. He would have killed other people. So we can go north. I don't think that's a great idea. Let's see. East is the direction we're supposed to go. So let's go east. I don't think we should head off in random directions here. What's this? This is a canyon. Yeah, let's avoid the canyon for now. We are full up. We've used all of our arcane spells. There could be something dangerous that we want to chromatic orb. So let's go into town. Let's talk to some people, sell some stuff, and then we can come back. I'm not in any particular hurry to check out the canyon. Okay, so everyone's here. Great. That's area. Okay. So East Haven, no. Kaldahar Pass, no. Kaldahar. So this is where we are. That's where we go. Did I just break something? No.
Fighting their way through the goblin-infested valley of the pass, the survivors of the doomed East Haven expedition at last came upon the small hamlet of Kuldahar. Nestled within the roots of a massive oak tree, the tiny cottages were a welcome sight for the weary travelers. As the party approached the town, a warm breeze blew over them, chasing away the chill of the frozen pass, and carrying with it the sweet scent of cooking fires.
Is that it? Okay. Cooking fires, apparently. Soothing warmth. Achievement! Okay. Well,
Of course.
Let's walk in the town. Hi there, who are you? Nate. Hi, Nate. You talk to strangers? Hooray! Who are you? How did you know we were coming? Hey, Nate. Arundel said that the help was on its way. I've been out here every day keeping a lookout for you. Where's the rest of the army? Are you just the scouts? Yeah. Who's Arundel? He's my friend. He's the oldest and smartest man in the whole world. He can talk to animals, you know? You can see him. Very well. Where can we find him? He lives across the bridge on the other side of the brook, in the house with 3 brick rocks out front. Thank you, Nate. How big is this map? Big. Cool. Thanks, Nate. We're in town, so we're going to take our town position. Looks like our tree. Go up the tree. We're going to go talk to some people who are looking for a shop. Hi. Hi there, Girth.
It shall be done.
I found a shop. So the wind blows, travelers seek shelter. I've got a pirate voice, and supplies mayhap. Good day to you and cheer to you, sir. My name is Girth. I tell by the cut of your cloth and your bairn that you are a visitor fresh to Kuldahar. Is there something you want to purchase? Maybe. What you got? So you don't want some of that crap. Well, we're gonna give you as much crap as you're willing to take. I guess we're gonna be ditching a lot of the rest of that, huh? So there's some crap that you don't want. So there's the crap you're gonna get. Oh, sunstone gem. I could have thrown that in a bag. Doesn't seem to want any of these battle axes. And there's more sunstone gems. There you go. Let's sell you more shields. Apparently you like shields. Don't like axes, but you like shields. Well, we've got shields for you. We got shields for days. What do you got here? You got necklaces, girdles, bracers, gems, history books. The Bardic Horn of Valhalla. Very expensive. Makes me think maybe we'll come back here late game, huh? Got potions? No. Got bullets. We'll check on how our bullets are doing in a bit. Thanks. Oh, you can identify stuff. How much do you want to identify it? 100. Nah. We can take a rest and find out. So where are we standing? On this stuff. There you go. That'll... We're doing pretty well on it, is what it says. Okay. So, what is this place, Girth? This is my shop. I supplied caravans in the shade of the great oak. This shop was my father's and my father's before him, and it dates back 3 generations. If you can believe it. It has much history to be found. You a historian? Nay, I dabble in time's passage, but it's not an occupation. Merely a hobby. I enjoy learning more about trinkets, and I collect things. Some call it junk, but... So what do you collect besides shields? Keys, notes, books. If you come across any, I pay you a fair sum. And if I need them later, can I buy them back? Of course. They don't end up in a rattling caravan to some Kalisham market. Cool. In that case... have a caravan contract you might be interested in. How do you feel about getting one of these? No. Okay, I guess it's a key item. Well, we'll see you later. Any other shops in town? So we can go up, it looks like. Let's go up.
It shall be done.
Across the river is where we're supposed to go, so obviously we need to go the other way. Hey there, tree. You're big. I have a feeling that there's nothing of interest this way. But let's just go for now. There's a little house. Hi, little house. Better check you out. Hi,
Of course.
Hi, pew! No sneak up on Weenog like that! Goblin scum! Please, no hurt, Weenog. Please, Weenog, just servant. Just work here. Just do tours, clean tower, make bed, cook tasty food. Master? Orc, the master. Great wizard. Weenog serves the master. So that one day he could be a wizard. Cool. Where can I find him? And study through door. Always who speaks the master. Weenog not allowed. He keeps powerful magics. Thanks, Weenog. Bye, Gobbo friend. Bye, Gobbo friend. Bye, Gobbo friend. Hi.
It shall be done.
Well, now, what do we have here? It's been a long time since I've had guests. Welcome. My name is Auric. What brings you to my humble home? I want to talk about some disturbances in the past. Ah, yes, disturbances. I can't be of too much help for you there. I rarely leave the tower. Studies prevent me from taking active interest. How can you not care about the town? I had many homes. It's not the first and won't be the last. It's unfortunate that these folk have been made to suffer, but it's not my problem. What's important about your work? Everything. Knowledge is the true source of power. Everything else is fleeting. Cool. What sort of lore do you do? I focus on the creation of mythos. A powerful elven enchantment that's a weave of protective magic over a vast area. Cool. Tell me more. The details are vague at best. The mages of the old kingdoms vanished long ago, retreating to Evermeet. It seems all their written knowledge has vanished with them. So you think answers are here? Not exactly. While exploring the fabled ruins of Dranor, I came across an old tattered manuscript buried amid the rubble. The manuscript made several references to an elven outpost located in the spine of the World Mountains. I came to find the settlement, and I haven't found it. Well, if I find it, I'll tell you. I appreciate your interest. If you do find it, please deliver them to me, and find any mythful stuff, deliver them. Hooray. Let's buy some spells. Ray of Enfeeblement, Power Word Sleep. Let's kick you out. Okay. So you can get Ray of Enfeeblement. There's Cat's Grace, which ups dexterity. Scorcher, that's an evocation, level 2. I like evocation. Melf's Acid Arrow, Conjuration, Meh. Expeditious Retreat, Sleep. Color Spray, Identify. Alteration, Evocation. I think this means that I already know the spell. Got a fancy robe and a scroll case. Lots of fancy stuff there. Cool. Webs and Evocation, and level 2. We're not level 2 yet, so I think we'll leave this be for now. But I will remember that you're here. Wait, I forgot to check. Anything you want to buy? Interested in any battle axes? No? Okay. Bye-bye.
Of course.
Bye, Weenog. Promise not to kill you. Okay, so there's fuck all up here.
It shall be done.
Across the way. This is nice and warm and cool and pretty. Who are you? Little treehouse? Don't have a sign.
Welcome. I've been expecting you for some time now.
Hi there, Plot. I didn't want to find you yet. I'm looking for places for someone who wants to buy a whole lot of shitty battle axes. Do you know anything about that, Arundel? You must be Arundel.
Yes, I am Arundel, known to some as the Archdruid of Kuldahar. Though I invite you to dispense with the formalities and just call me Arundel, plain and simple. Titles tend only to serve one's own vanity and aren't really of much use in this small mountain community.
Cool. Then I assume you know what's going on around here?
Yes. It was I who sent Hallister to East Haven for help. His death weighs heavily upon my conscience. For not only was he a student of mine, but he was also a friend and trusted companion. He will be missed. As will Rothgar and the other members of your expedition.
You know about the avalanche?
Oh yes, I know. I also know that it was no accident. Someone or something did not want your party to reach Kuldahar alive.
So what's going on around here, man?
There are malevolent forces at work in these mountains. Forces that seek to undermine the delicate balance we druids have struggled to preserve for centuries.
Any way you can be more specific?
No, would that I could. The face of the evil remains hidden, but its presence is unmistakable. All about us, there are signs of its damaging influence on the balance. The unnatural weather, the recent rash of abductions, the numerous monster sightings in the pass. These all point towards something sinister. Even the animals sense something is amiss.
Can you tell more?
I can only tell you of what little I know. Which disturbances would you have me speak of?
What's the weather?
The weather in these mountains has always been harsh, but never like this. Fierce storms ravage the valley without warning, often lasting for several days at a time, before vanishing as quickly as they come. It is barely midway into leafall, and yet the pass to the south has been snowed in entirely. Weather such as this is most unnatural. Nature presents itself in cycles that are... I can only tell you of what little I know.
Abductions?
Oh, yes. Terrible, terrible. At first, there were tales told by travelers of companions. We did not think much of these. Then one night, Conlan's boy, Sheemish, went missing. The next morning, the whole town searched for the boy, but turned up nothing. He was just gone, vanished, without a trace.
Strange indeed.
The boy was just the first. Several nights later, another disappeared, Megan Potts, the local midwife. Her husband, Khalil, was grief-stricken to the point of madness. With barely a word to anyone, he snatched up his sword and marched off into the darkness after his... And now, the abductions are occurring more frequently. Iden, the old innkeeper from the Evening Shade, was taken only 3 days ago.
Just my luck, Iden's gonna be the person who likes to collect shitty battle axes. So what can you tell me about the monsters?
As I'm sure you have noticed by now, there seems to be quite a few goblins about. It is not usual to see so many of their kind roaming, as if the goblins weren't enough. So that many giants traveling together in such numbers indicates they are organized and are acting with us. Another thing,
giant patrols.
While I was out scouting the giants, I discovered other sets of tracks. Tracks I have never encountered before.
So what's this balance?
What? The balance. It is what the druids of Kuldahar hold sacred and have worked to preserve. Balance is the harmony that is achieved when man and nature learn to coexist.
It's the Force.
No longer contending with one another.
About the Force being out of balance?
I fear that if we do not soon discover the source of these disturbances, then all that we have worked for will be destroyed. The evil that has come to these mountains infects this town like a disease. As its people suffer, so does the tree suffer from the sickness that attacks the balance, corrupting it with its very presence. Already, the circle of warmth that radiates from the great oak has begun to recede.
So we need to save the magic tree.
We were forced to abandon the outlying farmsteads as a result of the shrine's fading power. If we do not take action soon, I am afraid that the life-giving warmth will cease altogether.
Both the great oak and the town, nestled within its roots, will die. This must not happen. We need your help.
Very well. Together we shall root out the evil threatening this town. What do we do?
I suggest you begin by investigating the Vale of Shadows. It is a place not far from here. Darkness has always clung to the floor of the small canyon, as if the light of the sun itself were wary of the place. There are a number of ancient crypts hidden within the shadows of the Vale's narrow cliff walls. There have been rumors of the dead awakening and emerging from their dust. If these rumors are true, then I suspect that whatever is responsible for go to the Vale of Shadows, learn what you can about the happenings there, then return here and we shall discuss a course of action. Okay. Good luck, and farewell.
Very well.
Bye. So, Arundel's, Girth's Equipment Store, Tower of Orak.
Very well.
Any more houses in this neighborhood? Preferably people who like shitty battle axes. Wow, when they say the life-giving warmth is receding, they mean it. That's some frostiness right there. Hi there, Archdruid Tolban. Hi there, Potter. Hey, Potter, are you interested in buying shitty axes?
Of course.
We're not here to hurt you. We just have questions. Who are you? The Potter. What do you know about the disturbances in the pass? Well, best of luck. You aren't interested in buying any battle axes?
Of course.
We may just have to ditch these battle axes somewhere. Let's scout out the town, see if we find anyone. We found a tavern and some buildings. Let's go into these places. Hey there, anyone in here? Nope.
Very well.
Thank you. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Here I go.
Hi, look away. We were part, but not everyone made it. Pass is snowed in and it makes things worse. There's creatures, goblins, and orcs. Tell me about Koldahar. Do you know anything about the Vale of Shadows? Mirik and Silas make a pilgrimage to pay their respects. Okay. I have to go. It may be the source. Any advice you can give me is welcome. Anything about the town? Any weapons shops? Conlan the Smith. Thank you. We're not going to steal your stuff because...
Your command? Very well.
You're watching me. Conlan the Smith. We're looking for Conlan the Smith. That gives me hope that we can sell these shitty axes. Hi there. You're a townsperson.
Of course.
Are you going to tell us anything new? Probably not. Thank you. Pass. Koldahar. Weather? Anything else you can tell me? What can you tell me about the town? Ship. Lives in an airship then. I'll take my leave. Okay, so there's some...
It shall be done.
We'll end in a bit. I want to find the smithy. Which, again, it looks like everyone lives in the roots of the trees. That can't be healthy for the tree. What do we got here? Nothing major. Okay. Run! The Vale's filled with Yetis! 2 are still chasing me! Run! Get help! Well, shit. Eric, are you okay? Okay, well, shit. Okay. We're not spelled. We're not ready for this. Crap, crap, crap.
Yes?
So let's have...
Speak your mind.
You
Of
stand
course.
there, and you step aside for a moment. Behind him.
How can I help? Your command?
Everybody go for the front Yeti.
To victory.
How may I best serve?
You want me?
Hey, you need me?
I need to take that off first.
Yes?
You know what? We've got a Smite Evil, right? Smite that guy. He's not evil. Okay.
Speak your mind.
Okay, these Yetis aren't as bad as I thought they would be.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? We can rest at the end here.
How can I
let's
help?
just take a moment.
I will
While
assist
we're
you in
here-
any way possible.
Since you're here.
Your command?
Good job, Vinny.
Very well.
We've got ourselves some Yeti pelts. That seems like a great thing. Oh,
Ready
and
and willing.
already another level of assassin. You are just... swimming in that. Aikyo von Murderbird. 70% chance of that is great. Let's get your hide and shadows up. And your move silently. And your hide and shadows. Because you're going to end up being Mr. and Mrs. Sneak into places I'm not allowed to be in. Steal shit. And Dresden. Do we not get spells by default? We have to buy them. Oh. Okay. Okay. There's no
Yes?
free spells. That's a change. That's a thing different from second edition.
Very well.
Okay. So, that's a bit of a thing. We got the Potter, the Root Cellar, the Veil of Shadows. We're not going to the Veil of Shadow quite yet. We've still got a bit of work here. What the heck is this? That's the temple. Okay. Hi, temple. I'm not interested in you right now. I'm interested in trying to track down this fella. Oh, everything's unstable. Merrick, hey. Thanks. I thought it was time to join my ancestors. Last time I set foot near the Vale, creatures running around there now. Vale of Shadows. My brother and I made a pilgrimage. Your brother, where is he? He didn't make it. The largest Yeti I've ever seen tore out of the snow and took a piece of him in his claw. He's carrying our heirloom. It's lost to us now. Not if I can butcher the Yeti that killed your brother. I'll try and recover it. I already spoke with Aradel. I'll be on my way to the Vale soon. Cool. Conlan buys them for a fair price. So we definitely want to find Conlan's. And that's not Conlan's, is it? Nope. Hall of Years, Root Cellar, Ernst, Arendelle. Let's try to find the fella. We're looking for a fella who... Smithy Smiths. That might be him up there. I'm looking for a fella who was Smithy Smiths. Nope. Okay. Cool. There's no Smithy Smith there. You're not our Smithy Smith, are you? That'll be annoying if you're our Smithy Smith. You're Smithy Smith? You
Of
are
course.
Our Smithy Smith. No, you're not our Smithy Smith. You're just a townsperson. Where is our Smithy Smith? Holdiers, Arundels, Girths, Ernst. Nothing there.
Of course.
We can. Oh, we can. Okay, there's more this way, apparently. Hi, Merrick. Bye, Merrick. Who's up in the tree here? If the smith is all the way up in the tree, that seems like a terrible idea. Hi, Evening Shade Inn. There's the inn. There's the tavern. There's another thing over there. Again, if the smith is in the tree, that seems like a recipe for disaster. Hi! We're gonna light the tree on fire. Yep, that does not seem wise to me.
Of course.
Hi, Conlon. You must be the Conlon I've heard about. While you're still here, you gonna go off somewhere? I see. You plan on leaving town? Right. Why is it you're so ready to go to your own grave? Your Mary died a few years ago, and now your son's gone missing. Oh, do you have any idea what took him? I spoke with Arundel. He's concerned this horse may be in the Vale. I see what you have for sale. Hello, you are the person I have been looking for. I have a bunch of trash for you to melt down and a couple of Yeti pelts. Mostly trash. Take all this trash. I have all the trash. All the trash in the world. Oh, I can do it that way. That'll be nice. More trash. And still more trash. Speaking of trash, my internet connection is apparently trash right now. Oh, I should probably see what you've got as far as stuff I can buy. That's AC4, that's AC5, that's AC3. We can't quite afford it yet. Do you have a katana? Yes, we can't afford it yet. We got some really nice stuff down there. Oh. Hi, ammo belt. We're gonna give you to her. Also, you get that back. Everyone fill up and then give your leftover crap to our assassin. She'll carry all the leftover ammunition. Are there any gems in here? Nope. Okay. You can put that back in the scroll case. You spent a whole bunch of money on an ammo belt. Because we can. Okay, anything else? So we just spent all our money there, but that seems like it's going to be a very important thing. We're going to be making lots of money with the Yeti soon. Okay. So I should go further, but I need to eat and get ready for the afternoon, and the internet is dying. So...
Very well.
We're going to go Save here. End that session. And I have gotten further. I don't know what the heck I'm doing anymore. This is cool. No one came by to watch. No one ever comes by to watch. It's because I stream in the mornings. I need to somehow get myself like a European audience or something. People who are, you know, not busy in the mornings. Doesn't really matter. I'll see you later.